Well, hello, you beautiful people. Welcome to MMM. Back for episode 64. Hope you're all doing wonderful in the chat. I hope my panel is doing fantastic. See, we got some people coming over from Platoon's channel for the end of B-Sub. Thank you for that, you British beauty. Thank you for all the new people who are showing up. Of course, all the regulars that are showing up. You're all beautiful. We're here to talk about a fun movie. One movie that I think is actually so bad it's good. I put that in the description. Some on the panel don't even think it's good that it's so bad. It's just bad. So we're gonna get into that, of course. And then, speaking of our last guest, hello, sir.
I will tell you, I tried to look up to see if there's any Godzilla smut. I can't find any.
Well,
I was showing Godzilla dildos on my stream earlier today. They're pretty impressive.
Nice.
I can see Godzilla dildos, but I'm surprised.
Scaled for her pleasure.
Any smut?
Scaled for her pleasure.
Godzilla.
That is awesome.
The problem is, like, I'd imagine that smut takes a production value, you know? It's
I'm at a book.
Avatar
I'm at a
porn,
book.
you
I
just
didn't
paint
mean
people
actually
blue.
visually see it. I'm at a book.
Yeah. Well, hello to all the beautiful people on the panel. Thank you for showing up. Real quick, let's just get the introductions over with. Well, since Movie Cynic came in, how are you doing, sir?
Oh, not bad. How is everybody else doing?
Doing lovely, buddy.
Fine.
Doing lovely. Nice to always have you on the channel. I know you've been streaming for a while, so we'll try to make this painless.
It's Godzilla 98. It's not going to be. That's fine.
Thanks, buddy. And then, of course, first time on the channel, Sammy Threepeat. How are you doing, sir?
I am great. I hated this. I seriously, in my notes, like halfway through, it was like, how is this not over? How is there still an hour and a half of this movie? I'm not having fun. I hate this movie. But no, I'm really glad you guys had me on. Like I said, I was telling you earlier, I saw this movie when I was a kid with both of my parents, and I feel like this film was the first time I realized as a child that movies could be bad. So I'm glad that I get to relive this with you guys.
Well, I appreciate you being here, buddy, for the first time. Thank you, and there'll be many more visits after, of course. My good friend Nadia, or Narzilla, how are you doing, lady?
I'm good. I'm ready to talk about this masterpiece that is Godzilla 98. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah,
So bad it's good.
Agreed.
Oh, it's so good.
Matthew Broderick as a leading man. Oh, chef
Beautiful,
kiss.
sexy man. You don't know him touching those worms in that scene. Oof, things it did
He's
to
the
me.
worm guy.
Yeah. Mr. Stupenzo, back on the show. How are you doing, sir?
Great. This is my second Godzilla stream of the day.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about this movie. I remember Vex gave me the list of the next couple months of movies, and I was like, definitely that one.
This is one you
I
want
can
to
definitely
get
talk
into.
about this one for a bit. I did do like a 9-hour Christmas Godzilla stream where I talked about every single Godzilla movie. But this one we could have, I think we were just scratching the surface. So I'm glad that I'm back to really dive in.
Well, we're glad to have you. And then, of course, lovely Vex Electronic. That's a nice avatar you got there. Is that Keanu Reeves? And
Yeah, why do you?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah,
It's
I
cute.
don't know. I'm just feeling the movie, you know. I
Feeling-
needed a bit of a cheer me up. So
Well,
that's-
yeah, I was gonna say, we're gonna be discussing
Yeah.
one of your favorite movies of all time. So yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true. Yeah, I also there's no black people in Godzilla that I
Yeah, Lake House. I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Oh, there
Isn't
is. There's one guy. There's one black dude. He's driving a military vehicle.
Jesus, the racism.
okay.
Already
all
getting
right.
into racism. I love it.
Yeah, there's that famous black dude who's the captain of the submarine. He shows up randomly.
right.
Wait a minute. Is
Oh,
the
okay.
Lake House that stupid fucking mailbox movie?
Yes,
Yes.
the mailbox.
No, what's stupid about that movie? It's fantastic. What are you talking about?
Gordon King. Oh my god.
White Bear knows what's up. He's got the film in the background. He's showing the Lake
Yeah,
House.
yeah.
He's
I'm
feeling
sorry,
it.
y'all. I don't know what you're talking about. This Godzilla mess. We're not here for that.
Yeah. Well, since we're here, we might as well just start diving into the movie. Again, Vex, this is one of your favorite movies, right? Great cast. You always talk about this. Let's just we're gonna.
Oh wait, hold on. I got to put on my stupid Matthew Broderick hat.
Well,
Don't
no.
tell me this is a stupid fucking April Fool's
That would
joke.
be-
I'm
I don't know
out.
what you're
I will
talking-
not
I
talk
don't know
about
what
this
you-
movie.
I
I'm
can
not.
pivot.
I don't know what
I've
you're
never
talking
seen this
about.
movie.
The
So
greatest
I'm down to
movie ever.
pivot.
I
This movie
hate
has been
romantic
on-
movies.
What do you mean?
I
This
hate
is such a
romantic
look how
movies.
Look at that. Look at the transition from look at it, right to winter and it's snowing. Christopher Plummer's in this. Are you kidding me?
All right,
And did you know that
it was good? I'll see you guys later. Bye.
And did you know that the lake house was actually built on that lake and then torn
It was
back
at
down?
a lake, and there's a magic
You
mailbox.
can't find it there today. I got a ton of trivia.
So is the story like you've got one of these Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock, one of them lives in the past, the other one lives in the future, and they mail each other love notes? Is that how it works?
It's
Well,
a
they don't
love
mean
story.
to, but that's what it
is
turns
the time
into.
difference between them two?
I think it's
2 years.
6 years.
It's 2 years.
Oh, 2 years.
Oh, so
Look at
that's
the beautiful house that's on a
It's
lake.
not like-
Look at this.
It's not like they're generations apart and they can never,
No,
know each other.
Look,
No,
I mean,
that's why they wonder if Keanu Reeves stuck his dick in the mailbox. Would it be viable?
the same. Would it be the same? I don't know. Vex, like, what's the problem here? People love this movie. You love this movie.
I don't understand why people dislike it. This is the greatest romantic movie of all
Right?
time. It's a shame that people put it down the way they do.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
All right, hold on. Hold on. All right, let's get to the real shit. Here we go.
Unit 57 November Golf. The target's heading right at us. Evidence of passengers dead or alive. Please stand by. This thing's only 200 miles off the eastern American seaboard. We don't even know what the hell it is.
All right, I couldn't go on with it any longer. I was ready to off
Godzilla
myself.
in name only.
Oh,
I can finally use my dinosaur avatar like appropriately.
Yeah.
Which is
Guys,
nice.
I was
Yeah.
gonna let you know if you were actually pivoting to the lake house, I would have rolled with it. I would have.
yeah, Marty, was like,
I
"Fuck
would
you
have did my
people."
best.
I would have been like,
Nadia was
let's do it.
Fuck you, people. I'm done. All right,
I
so
hate-
Godzilla. Sorry, go ahead. What were you gonna say,
Nothing.
Nadia?
I was just gonna say I hate romance movies.
I don't
All
like
right.
romance movies at all either, but I love the lake house.
She
for
likes
some-
that movie though.
Guys,
Listen,
watch
You
Paris,
also like
Texas.
Saltburn, so all right.
Yeah, but again, you know why I liked that movie. So.
Let's not try
Because
to
you made it into a movie
psychoanalyze.
that doesn't exist.
Cannoli, did you watch Paris, Texas? Yet?
I have
You
not
guys
watched
do-
Paris,
Oh,
Texas.
cool.
yet.
Caffeinated
No.
Wolf.
I always recommend it to everybody.
I
and
know.
nobody's
I
seen
know.
it.
I have it saved. It's on the thing
All
to
right.
watch, but I definitely will watch it. Yes. Anyway, Godzilla '98. Yeah, this is a nostalgic one. I was 18 when this movie came out.
Yeah.
That shows you how old
Jesus
I am now.
Christ.
Yeah.
Was it-
Thanks.
Yeah.
I am an old man. who's sitting
I was
like-
13.
Great Scott.
Yeah, I am an old man. But yeah, again, so there's some nostalgia for me here. I listen, Sammy and I were talking about this in the backstage. I'm sure the editing in this movie is fucking horrendous in parts.
my
The movie's
God.
just ridiculous. But I did have fun watching some of this. It looks pretty good for a 98 movie. So we'll do the deep dive. So
This
I don't
was
know how
my
you
first
guys
exposure to
Go ahead, sorry.
Godzilla.
If
so,
you
like,
go
as a
back, yeah,
kid-
this guy is
Sorry.
wearing he's eating Japanese food with chopsticks and he's watching sumo wrestling. It's like
Yeah.
he's doing like triple like
Every
quadruple-
stereotype.
every stereotype. You guys would just be doing karate lessons. in that.
Yeah,
Tonto
yeah,
up on the side, ready to go.
Miyagi Do.
This is our little bit of Japanese that we need to insert cultural appropriation. Right
cultural appropriation. Look, there's
Yeah.
a man singing in Japanese on the radio. It's like, yeah, there we go.
And a cameo by the guy whose every henchman ever is.
Oh yeah. The
So-
bearded guy. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, I'm pointing at the screen like people can see what I'm pointing at.
Right there.
Yeah,
there.
like I don't know. Yeah, look at this guy, this poor guy. So they hear the Godzilla noise. So anyway, I don't know how old were most of you when you saw this movie? I know I'm old, but
I was
Since
about
you're all
12 or
younger.
13.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
People
I have
around
to do math.
10 or
Hold
11.
on. I was 11.
yeah. I think I was 11 too. Nadia, we're the same age. Cool.
Yeah.
Cynic, how old were you when you saw this?
I was 11 years old as well.
Wow, we're all millennials.
30
Yeah.
somethings. Hello.
Yeah.
But we all look like we're in our 20s. So
I prefer Generation Y.
Generation Y.
That's what they called us until we started getting annoying, and then they changed.
I remember I was very skeptical of this movie because in the promotional material they refused to show Godzilla, and I was
they did.
And I said his legs didn't look right. He didn't have his tree trunk legs. He had Jurassic Park legs, which was okay. And then I remember before the movie came out, I pulled out the El Paso Times, and the movie reviews section said, the guy, some hipster looking dude was like, "This movie sucks." 1.5 stars, and I didn't believe him. And then I went and saw it, and honestly, I didn't like it. And a big part of it is how Godzilla looks. I couldn't get over it.
Well, it's not really Godzilla.
How old were you when this came out?
I was about 13 or 12.
Wow, you had way more
this
intelligence
was,
than I did at 20.
This was the movie where
I was
learned
reading the newspaper reviews for movies. Yeah, I was a huge movie buff since
I was just like, Godzilla, hell yeah, let's go.
What were you saying, Cynic?
This is the movie where I learned like the nerd mindset. Like I understand the people that are in my Godzilla X Kong review comments section right now.
Right.
Because I used to be those fucking people. Because when I was 11, I swore to God, I fucking knew this movie was bad when I saw it when I was 11, but you couldn't ever get me to say that out loud. This was the best. This movie rocked.
I still had it on VHS and enjoyed watching it, but yeah, it's bad.
I think if you have any level of intelligence, you're gonna go, okay, this movie is not good, but fun, and it's the same. We were just talking about this. This is the same summer. I think we got Armageddon, which is completely ridiculous, over the top. Isn't any different than Independence Day? Even though I think Independence Day is actually a better movie, it's the same style, right? So.
Also, Will Smith did not write a song for Independence.
He did not write a song. He did not write a song.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, but he did for this
one.
one.
The formula.
He did write a song.
He didn't write a song. He just kind of
stole Kashmir.
You know what? It makes sense.
Yeah,
too.
Stole
with me.
The P stands for Predator.
You know how pissed off I was at the time the song came out, because I'm a huge Led Zeppelin fan and my favorite group ever. When I heard that, I was like, "You motherfuckers stole one of the best Led Zeppelin songs ever and rapped over it." I'm like, "How much money did Jimmy Page need to do this shit?"
Yeah, he's like in the video, like playing.
White-haired Jimmy Page. I'm like, "Come on, Jimmy."
What I did like, I was a drummer, so I remember listening to this drum beat. I was like, "Dude, this drum beat's badass." But then I realized it's like drum layers, like it's I was like, this is impossible to play, but then I realized like, oh, it's just like 5 drummers at once. I get it. It's cheating.
What are we? Okay, Nadia, you want to tell us?
Nick Totopoulos this handsome? Because everyone.
Well, I was going to say,
Nadia, that's what I said. Women are just fawning over.
Nadia was saying how much she loved Matthew Broderick as a leading man. So.
Listen, I'm from Chicago. I understand Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the nostalgia behind it, but I don't know who in their right mind said, yes, let's try to make him a leading man, but like a handsome leading man. Not saying he's not handsome, but he's not a leading man and he can't act.
But he is nerdy looking.
He can't act in Godzilla 98. Okay.
He's also a
he
murderer.
Couldn't act in Inspector.
He's also a murderer.
He's got that bad boy thing
going
for him.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that.
He has that fucking murder hanging over his head.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Murder was the name.
1,000-yard stare.
This whole movie where they're trying to make him seem like he was the one hurt through the relationship and stuff. Red flags everywhere. Red flags.
Yeah. No, he's been like pining and stalking this girl for like 8 years. He's still got the pictures up. She like basically left him at the altar and has screwed him over any chance that she gets.
She hasn't.
This is like the epitome of like a toxic
she must have had that good stuff in college, because for him to keep thinking about it.
I love how all the characters want you to like root for them. There was like, hey, I know that she like stole your shit and got you fired, but come on.
He comes off as that guy that thinks he's so fucking smart that his shit smells like roses. Like that's
maybe it does. How do you know his
train? And I didn't buy it one bit. I don't know.
By the way, I love this guy. I love this guy in anything. He was fantastic in the movie Ronin. He was the whole fucking movie. This guy was great. I just love him, and he was obviously in the profession. Like he's just.
No 12-year-olds around him.
Have you ever seen For Rosanna?
No.
Okay, so he's like this Italian dude in a little old timey town, and he is
that's cultural appropriation.
His wife is dying, and he's doing everything in his power to make sure nobody gets the cemetery plot next to their daughter.
Right.
And it was a very good movie. If you like Jean Reno, I highly recommend that one.
So we get the name Gojira from the Japanese dude. Gojira.
He says it like 5 times, right? He's like,
Gojira. Yeah. Sorry, bro.
Gojira.
He's not going to burn you with the. Yeah, it's just a typical 90s building up to what's going to come. Roland Emmerich movie. Like it's just, you see the thrashing of the ship, the big footprint. And the whole thing in the beginning credits, they showing you like little glimpses of the atomic testing that they were doing on the island. Then they show a fucking iguana, and you're like, "Oh, we're going. That's not really Godzilla."
And it says it right on the Wikipedia page. It was like an iguana. It's so like there's no where he's like, "Oh, it's a new species." It's like, no, it's a giant iguana. It's the giant Gila monster. It's like. Not Godzilla.
It literally follows the exact same formula as Independence Day that
100%.
came out a year that they made. Because just like that, it introduced the aliens right up front, so you get the idea, just like you get the idea at the beginning of this, and then there's the build up, and then like when Godzilla actually arrives in New York City here shortly is the exact same as when the aliens launched their first attack. Like it's all the exact same thing.
Right.
What's even funnier is the vendetta against Siskel or Ebert.
Oh yeah, Ebert.
It's so stupid.
We missed the guy. Looks like not Kathy Griffin is just sopping wet over.
Oh, she wants him. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing:
she's
if
like
you know
shit to him.
Oh my god, that is not Kathy Griffin.
Double take.
Here's the thing: if you know
if
you know what Matthew Broderick's wife looks like, she's got a chance. She's actually his type.
Does it look like?
And then me and Squash talk about that. His only competition is sneeze into my hand before I shake your hand, guy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Matthew
Broderick.
She hasn't seen
like a straight up man dime.
She probably hasn't gotten laid in years, and she sees this guy. She goes, "Oh, I'm his boss too."
Also, though, if someone's like, "Hey, we got this guy studying worms in Chernobyl," and then like Matthew Broderick comes out, she's probably like, all right,
he's the worm guy.
Snatch, baby.
His hair's not falling out. That's all that matters.
Hey, that's work
now.
Work harassment, all right?
Yeah, that is.
That was fine in the 90s.
The beginning credits scene is so funny because
we will see.
Dude, the opening credits, they have like 4 or 5 filters. They've got the sepia tone, they've got insane film grain, and then they also have the RoboCop TV lines on the opening credits. Like it's so much going on.
The opening credits looked like a typo negative music video.
Right.
It's
so weird.
All these fucking footprints. And this thing is huge. They can't catch up to this guy at all.
Yeah. Well, he's swimming. He's gone.
He's fast as fuck,
also,
boy.
They can't figure out what the fuck it is.
The fucker's out running helicopters and shit, man. You think he can outrun some
size of a building, and you can't, and nobody can be like, "Hey, I just saw it walk past my fucking street."
An animal this big would definitely be able to track him using seismographs and stuff. It's crazy.
By the way, this is one of the last few times we'll ever see the sun in this movie because it's just New York. I know it rains a lot there, but like not fucking biblical end of the world Noah's Ark.
No,
shit.
this is I do like because now they got to New York. They don't just say New York. They go the city that never sleeps.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like
New York.
Is there a movie that has? I know there's probably like movies that take place in the ocean that are wetter than this, but is there any movie that has more rain besides like that
I've never
Christian
seen
Slater
anything.
flood movie? Or
that's
maybe the end scene in Shawshank.
There she is.
This could be the wettest movie ever. Guys.
I think she's gorgeous.
She looks like a fucking doll.
She does. She looks fake, right?
Probably The Perfect Storm was the last.
Look at her right there. He's right. That shot. She looks like she is a plastic
she does.
doll.
Looks like a porcelain doll.
It's strange.
Yeah,
I'm
but
glad
we
I'm not
know
the
she's
only one.
got the goods, man, because the way
She
she
must.
had tiddlywinks with Matthew
Look
Broderick's
at that
heart.
Windows. Look at this Windows 98 computer.
I thought she was very pretty for the. I mean, because
she's not bad. She's not
other movies like this. I think everybody just looks like they're always like pushing 50.
Mm-hmm.
This actress wasn't in a lot of stuff though. She was in like a couple episodes of Friends or something. And
this guy's trying to get his something wet though.
Oh yeah, no, we were talking about sexual harassment. This is sexual harassment.
Come over. I'm gonna come to your place and we're gonna do things, and you're gonna get
like, you're married. He's like, fuck yeah, I am.
Yeah, look at that face. She's
like, she says she can't go to dinner with him. Like, I'm not gonna do that. You're my boss. And she says, oh well, sorry, too bad. And he makes a frowny face and walks off. Like, total sexual harassment of the workplace.
Yeah.
What's the name of the main character in this movie?
Oh, there's the black guy. We found him.
Nick Totopoulos.
Nick
Nick
Totopoulos.
They make sure to
All
joke
right.
about it 1,800
Yeah,
times in the movie.
18,000 times.
Nick
Nick
Well, see, look,
Totopoulos.
there's racial representation. See, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I said. We found him. There he is.
Even
I'm
back
glad.
then, they represent. There she is, Kathy Griffin. Now I can't unsee
Yeah,
it.
not Kathy Griffin.
I can't
That's
unsee it.
her name. That's her name. It's
Well,
not
now
Kathy.
she's a ginger.
Well-
She would be a black woman now.
That's
Oh,
true. That is true.
that is a good point.
She would be driving that vehicle.
That's
What's up,
Yeah.
Nadia?
Gord made a good point, Gord King, that she was the ginger in Seinfeld for Costanza's.
Ah,
Kathy
yeah.
Griffin was, yeah.
you go.
No, this girl.
No,
Yeah.
that was Kathy Griffin.
You sure it wasn't Vicki Lewis?
Kathy Griffin was in Seinfeld. Yes, they look very
No,
close.
Kathy Griffin was, but Vicki Lewis played his secretary.
If
that
Gord
he-
King
Oh,
says it, I would
She
believe
stands
him.
it. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets the
I know my
raise, but,
Seinfeld shit, man. All right,
Worse
I
than
watch it every
Sarah
night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She plays the secretary that gives Costanza fellatio. And
Yes.
Hello.
oh, look, she named our show.
Fellatio. That's my favorite Harry Potter
Here's your
spell, by the way.
freeze
is
frame right there.
Fellatio.
Yeah, and then look at that face. She's like, oh.
Here's
God,
what's
I'm so
funny is she tells him straight up, "Hey, I think you're cute," and then Matthew Broderick does the one thing you're not supposed to do, which is like,
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Look at
smile.
that face.
You should look at her right in the face and be like, "Well, I think you're mid." So
You know,
Yeah.
she's thinking
watch her go
the-
crazy for you. Watch her
the-
just
she-
like,
She's thinking the air's not the only thing that's moist.
Yeah. You thought New York was wet.
The cynic's like, what the fuck, man?
Matthew Broderick playing so coy.
Sorry, bad jokes are here. You know. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
And then he
No, bad
even
joke
looks at
away.
the other dude and goes, "She thinks I'm cute." And I was like, "That's like a line from Rudolph, the Red-Nosed
Rudolph.
Reindeer." Like that's a.
Look at this fucking ship got destroyed.
Which,
by
by the way, the
God.
destruction on this makes no sense.
Well,
It does if you think he's trying to have sex with the boat.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Maybe
that
he
the
was.
only.
maybe he's a horny lizard.
Those
Okay,
are
question.
hand claws, I think. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think
well,
they're
little
yeah,
did we know he was
Oh,
pregnant.
look, more island representation.
Oh,
See?
thank God.
Yay.
Yeah.
I
We're
feel
good.
seen. I feel
Okay,
seen.
thank you, Joseph Harris. Oh, I forgot there was also another super chat earlier from Gord King. The Lake House gives me dyslexia. Oh, you're fucking funny. Gord, okay?
Dyslexia.
Dyslexia. Thank you, Gord, and thank you, Joseph Harris. Appreciate you both.
There's a giant lizard there.
The Bombi Clot dinosaur,
The
man.
Bombi-Clot lizard.
Now, obviously, CGI in 1998, you could tell he's standing in front of a fucking screen because it's like, but for 98, you forgive it. But what I was saying about this, and again, Jurassic Park was out 4 years prior to this,
Oh,
and
yeah.
looks so good. And then here, like I will go through, you have moments here where the movie does look good, even the creature, him. But then you're like, how did Jurassic Park do this so much better 4 years before this? Like, then again, it's Spielberg, and it's
Yeah, I was
fine,
gonna
you
say
know.
Spielberg. and-
There was like when we get to the
Industrial Light
trivia,
and
I'll
Magic.
point it out.
Yes,
But
Bex.
there were a lot of issues behind the scenes for the development of this, and actually one of the big
Not
things is
surprised.
they were on a time crunch to get this movie out in time for the
Yes.
summer. So
That-
the movie was like shipped to theaters with a lot of the VFX like incomplete, and that's why it looks so inconsistent.
Oh,
Yep.
And it wasn't
and-
until it wasn't until the movie got the Blu-ray release, and I think it was like 2019 that you can
Mhm.
actually see what the VFX were supposed to look like on release.
Yeah,
Okay.
Roland Emmerich was not supposed to be the director of this film.
No, there were a lot of choices.
Yeah,
before
they bounced
Roland.
through a
Oh,
lot.
yeah.
yeah, because there are times you're watching this, you're like, wow, this looks really good, and then other
No,
times you're like,
I feel like there is a
"Ugh."
really good cut of this film somewhere.
Well, Fred Decker
Can we
was
get the
supposed to make a big American Godzilla movie in the
Release
80s
the
or
Emmerich
early
cut.
90s.
Release the Emmerich cut. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Why not? If Snyder can get a fucking cut of Justice League, then god damn it, we deserve.
Is there
the
also
Emmerich
a
of-
cut of this like where the monster design doesn't look fucking atrocious?
Yeah.
Yeah, make it look like
Yeah, I don't know.
Again, when we get to
And
the
then
trivia,
Martian
for
Manhunter
this,
comes out of nowhere and just flies away.
I'll never forget watching the making behind the scenes of this movie on HBO, where they were like, promoting the movie and sucking its dick, and it's Devin
never showed
Devlin
it.
or whatever his name is.
Mhm,
He's talking
mhm.
about how, like, if I were Godzilla, you'd be the size of this tooth. And there's this part where he says, I remember being like 12 or 13 years old thinking this is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. He says, we thought it would be more respectful to Godzilla to design a
Oh,
new
God.
Godzilla. And I was like, what
No.
the hell? That
No,
makes
no,
no,
no, no, no.
sense at all.
The only thing they got right was the roar.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah.
and I've said this before, if they had changed the sound effect and changed the name, this movie was called Iguanosaurus.
Iguanazilla.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. And again, like this is what kind of what Cynic was hinting on. Like they're showing you all these, all the things that Godzilla can do. He's pulling boats under. It's causing damage. Like just build up.
It's also
And
giving
then,
everyone anxiety, just like when the
Yeah,
ships
you know.
appeared in Independence Day and caused their
100%.
anxiety.
Well, what's interesting is
Cynic.
it's
Now
like
that
this
you
is-
make
this Godzilla's
comparisons
one of the
to
smallest
Independence Day,
Godzillas.
I'm seeing them like.
Oh, it's
Oh,
100%.
Yeah, it's a formula.
It's the same
Yeah.
story. Yeah. I mean, the same
it's like
formula.
huge ensemble cast, everyone working together for a common goal. But the best is like, Roger Ebert hated that movie, and so did I think Siskel, or maybe not.
Siskel,
but
yeah.
Roger Ebert hated it. So that's why the mayor is named Ebert, and that's why there's like so many references to
Yeah.
thumbs down. And
I
him being a
like
fat
I
Canadian
like the
asshole.
mayor though. I thought the mayor was great.
He was
I will-
well, typical. Sorry, go ahead, Nadia.
I will say, somebody with effects background like I do have, there's a couple of scenes where cars are being turned over and stuff. That's actual physical effects. I really
Yes.
like that they put effort into that and actually built out a couple of the eggs. So for
Yes.
98, it's a pretty good mix of CGI with physical effects.
Well, here's
Physical,
the
yeah.
problem.
There's one scene where a boat just drops off of Godzilla's back out of nowhere.
Oh, onto
And
the shipping, the fish area in New York. The
Yeah,
seaport,
no, and there's certain things where I was like, that should have happened way earlier in this film. There's
God
also,
damn
like-
it! It's not effective for the movie if it doesn't happen in that scene.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Really?
Poor editing.
Yeah,
Go back.
There's
one
also
or
like
two
scenes
frames.
like in Madison Square Garden where like fish are still like
well,
flopping around,
yeah.
and I was like, it's been conservatively 12 hours.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll just tell you, when they cut to the exterior of the plane, it's like nighttime and like all storming, and then when you cut to like the inside, it's clearly like daytime coming out
Daytime,
the
yeah.
windows. It's so stupid.
Look at
But,
look
um,
at
well-
Matthew
well, they
Broderick
thought-
eating, like,
they
a
think-
snack.
Doesn't they think it's like the female, the Kathy Griffin? Like she says, it's like a dinosaur. Like basically, it's an old prehistoric species, and he's like, "Yeah, no, bitch,
No.
that's not what happened.
I'm the
That's
worm
not what
guy.
happened.
Listen to me, all
You're
right?
not dumb,
Yeah,
bitch.
no,
You might
yeah,
want
the
this dick,
military's
but you're
like,
wrong."
What is it?
Dude,
Yeah.
listen to me. I'm studying worms that are getting 2 inches longer. So obviously,
Yeah.
this is an iguana that is
Oh, there-
500 feet tall or
There
whatever.
it is, the city
100
that
feet
never
tall.
sleeps.
City that never. No, but even then, she acts like Kathy Griffin acts like she doesn't know what Chernobyl is.
No, she's
Uh,
retarded. Well, she so much wants that dick, so she's not paying it. She's not.
Yeah,
paying
oh,
attention to
yeah,
science.
Yeah, she's dick drunk. They can't think
She's,
straight.
yeah, she's
Um,
not.
Here's the thing: when you guys
She's got her buff
understand a big
blinders
problem
on.
with all the Godzilla movies, and this one especially, but GXK does it too. The sense of scale is all over the place. Like
It's
how
weird.
big Godzilla is, like changes radically all the time. Like for instance, it looks cool that like he takes steps around the corner and all the cars shake, right? But then when Godzilla's like chasing cars, like the car's driving fine. Like, sometimes the cars like go a foot off the ground, sometimes they don't.
Right.
It's just- that's the problem with these practical effects. Is like you do it for one shot, you kind of got to do it for all the shots now.
And then I don't know about you guys. Every time I see the World Trade Center in any movie from old New York, it's like, oh, that's
You get
sad.
hard.
Yeah.
God,
Oh,
not only was it a beautiful building, but
Oh,
what
and-
happened? And you're like,
And
"Ah,
lightning strikes one of the towers in this
Mhm.
movie.
bastards. And then here we
Those
get the
are inside
typical
job guys.
stereotypical New York Italian. Like this is my family almost. This is where I grew up.
Oh yeah, I know. We were talking about this before the show.
this
is
guy
what
is like
makes
my
grandpa
uncle.
cringe.
Yeah, this is my
This is-
uncle. Like, yeah, but like, and then her, of course, with the typical, Vinny.
Yeah.
I really
That's-
identified with Animal a lot in this movie, but as I got older,
Oh,
I kind of
yeah.
identify more with the sergeant guy who's yelling at
Yeah.
everybody all the time. He's my favorite guy from Transformers.
Don't
Victor,
do nothing
you-
stupid.
Yeah, it's like just typical. Like I
Like
think
I
it's
said,
hilarious.
My grandpa would have got up and walked out.
Yeah,
Like,
Sassy's
you
right.
think-
This is
Italian?
me and her. This is me and Sassy. This is how we talk. Every
Oh
day.
God, I hope so.
You stupid wop.
Yeah.
Don't be a retard.
How'd
be a
your day
retard.
go? How'd your day go, retard?
Yeah. Did you get yelled at by the attorney? Stupid. Like yes, I did. No, anyway. Yeah. So
Oh, no.
this is like again this whole backstory. Like I was telling them before, this movie It has a decent build up, and when you get some action, it just gets bogged down by this fucking retarded love story between them two, and it slows down.
Sees him on the TV.
Wait, no, go back, because that's one of my favorite parts. They do it in the bar. You go, that's always that trope. Could you turn it up, please? That's the guy I gaslighted for 6 years.
Yeah, that's the guy that I fucked over in college who just left him. But hey,
oh man, I hope he's in town so I can fuck him over again.
Yeah. That
I really think this should have been more like a Christian Slater type actor, or even a Brad Pitt,
even like a Pierce Brosnan, like like a smart.
Yeah, well, you got to have that nerdy. I mean, Broderick does have that nerdy look.
Just take Pierce Brosnan and put some fucking glasses on him. There, he's a nerd.
Yeah,
that works.
Have you not seen Dante's Peak?
Go ahead, Vex.
Yeah, I was about to say Pierce Brosnan was a hot, was it volcanologist in that movie?
Yeah.
Volcanologist. All right.
Also, the love story, I don't think it necessarily bogs down the movie.
It slows the movie down, though, a lot.
I wouldn't even say that. It just doesn't work for the movie.
It's just stupid.
It's really just
it doesn't work. It
it's
just
Anakin and Padme rolling around on Naboo.
Well, yeah, because it's like we'll get to the scene, but there are parts where I'm just like, oh, please end this bull. When he's got her in the tent, and
the blonde chick looks like a bitch who takes advantage of Matthew Broderick, and Matthew Broderick just looks like a hopeless simp.
And then here we go. Here we go with the here we go. This is just like we were saying. This is where finally we get the attack. 20 minutes, 30 minutes pass by. We're like, all right, this poor old man's fishing
with the quintessential hobos. Like, you're not gonna catch anything.
Look at this fucking guy. I survived World War II, and I'm gonna get fucking killed by a lizard.
Oh, you know what? Another thing too. Very, very wide variety of stupid 90s hats in this movie. Everybody is wearing hats and wearing headphones in the rain.
It's the 90s. Come on,
because they're dock workers.
No, I get it, but I was just, it's authentic.
Even the whores have hats.
Yeah, there's Gilligan and the skipper.
They don't even show you if he got away from the fucking lizard. Like, you just assume that he got killed.
Well, that shot is actually really fucking cool, though.
Yeah, well,
it's awesome. Great. Yeah, I agree.
There's flashes of greatness in here, Cynic. Like like I see the potential in it. It's just
that this was seeing this on a big screen even back then was like, holy shit, this is pretty impressive. My
exact thoughts when I saw this in the trailer were something along the lines of, holy shit, that looks like cool. That looks really awesome. It doesn't look like Godzilla, but still, like, I'm excited for it. It's like, why doesn't it look like Godzilla's feet? I don't know. I'm so confused.
Yeah, see, this is where you get like I'm like,
it's definitely not fucking Godzilla.
Do you guys remember the Saturday morning cartoon that was based off of this?
There was one?
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was one.
Okay, it was drawn akin to the same way like Men in Black had its own cartoon. It was like in that art style, but like I remember enjoying it more than I enjoyed this film.
A little dinosaur at the end. He went off to be the star of that show.
Oh, by the way, you can't have the press conference inside.
Well, it's a typical beautiful New York day, though.
I mean, I'm all about authenticity, but I mean, at this point, we're just wasting water.
Yeah, this is where they see the cars shaking up and down, and then boom, Godzilla's just causing well, this is like a typical anything.
Oh yeah, and then they say this at the bar, the diner that everyone's in. It goes, oh my God, not another parade. And I was like, parade could this possibly be?
Well, it is New York City. There's a parade every fucking day for everything.
I get it, but it was like, all right, like, Puerto Rican pride. Everybody jump up and down at the same time.
Yeah.
If you lived in New York, you would understand the sentiment of not another parade. Please tell me it's not a parade.
More traffic.
No.
Okay, but the whole building was rattling and shaking. I know.
Yeah, I like this. She's like, "Oh, yeah, I think your story just went by the window," and he's like, "What?"
He's like, "Shut up, bitch! You want to have dinner later?"
Look at his face. I'm trying to fuck the reporter. Shut up.
She sounds like Bart Simpson too, when she's like talking to her mom.
Yeah.
You think your story just went out the window, dude?
Yeah. What was his name? Nick Tatopoulos. Oh, is that why you dumped him?
Yeah. I didn't want his last name.
And then he says something like, oh, she's sleeping over. Oh, a three-way? I'm into it. Shut up. Hey, he's Vinny Barbarito.
It's the hat. It's the hat, man. The hat does it. That's what it's
I'm
nice.
shocked that there's not that she wasn't wearing cheetah print in that scene.
Maybe that's a good point. Yeah, this is where the
How
fucking
many of
cars are. Yeah, so it's like, sorry, why did we say my bad?
I was like, how many Simpsons voice actors are we gonna get in this?
Yeah,
Four of them, I think.
Yeah, yeah. There she goes.
Hank Azaria, Harry Shearer.
Yeah, and this is where he goes, "Oh my God, you retard!"
I wrote them all down. So the first thing she says, Victor, don't do nothing stupid.
Yeah,
Victor, get back here, you retard! And then Victor laughs like a retard.
Like it laughs like a retard. Yeah, he almost gets killed right in front of Grant.
This looks like absolute shit.
Oh, the step was terrible. Yeah.
Oh my God. It looks so bad. Like on the other end of the spectrum of something looking really great, this looks absolutely terrible.
This looks awful. Yes. Yes. There was a juxtaposition. There was a lot of that where you're like, this looks really great. Like the part when we'll get to when he goes for the fish for the very first time and he comes out of the sewer. Like, parts of this look really good. And then the next scene,
also,
you're like, oh, what?
Another thing about the fish. So everyone, you're supposed to lead me to believe that these are like the highest minds in the U.S. military, right? And they didn't think about baiting the animal and luring him out and fighting because they're like.
You know what's even more stupid is iguanas are vegetarians. They don't eat fish or bugs. They eat fruit and plants and shit.
So. Not getting that in New York City, pal.
Well, he's a mutant.
I'll tell you that much. Yeah, he's.
Where's your suspense of
also
disbelief?
Swims. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So.
We already lost the plot.
Yeah, if you're looking at those kinds of details, you're
just imagine like how much easier it would be to wrangle up a bunch of pineapples.
Oh, look at
well, this line here. This is a place where he could, and so could your penis.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. She's just like, enter me, speed bearer. You're like
hide your weasel.
Hide your weasel. Nadia, you just love watching him, don't you, Nadia?
Of course.
He has the same fucking face no matter where you stop. It's the same.
It's the look of a killer
face.
He looks like a
killer.
He looks like a giant child that just found out Santa wasn't real.
It's a killer look. I'm gonna run some people over tonight.
Where does the Cupid start and the iris
blue
begin?
steel.
You have no idea.
It's Magnum.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, Nadia loves him.
Breathing. Mouth breather, yeah.
I don't know if you've seen my husband, but he's completely opposite built. So,
well, hey, he's the leading man, though. I mean, Broderick is the leading man, right?
He's
the
heartthrob. What's his face would do a better job than Matthew Broderick did. What's his face?
Area?
Yeah, he could have.
He's a good actor.
He's out of the park.
Yeah,
like I said, I'm picturing like a Christian Slater in this role. Nick Tatopoulos.
I could see a Christian Slater.
Christian Slater.
Yeah.
Christian Slater would have been good.
Cute.
I think.
What was he doing around this time though?
Broken Arrow.
Romance, I think. Like it just came out like maybe a year or two.
Interesting.
Maybe even Jim Carrey.
This would have been an entirely different movie.
Jesus
Christ. Not even Jim Carrey. It's literally Ace Ventura during worm research. And literally do a crossover.
Robin Williams was still alive too.
He's like searching around the city.
Yep. Yeah, there were those
big old
Denzel Washington. I'm sure.
Oh, Denzel.
An actor I don't think Denzel would be like, nah, I don't give a shit how much money you fucking pay me. I'm not getting chased by a giant lizard.
I could see that scene. Wow, you got all that fish?
Leonardo DiCaprio when he was younger.
Leo?
Yeah.
Well,
he's still a little too young.
He was getting diddled by other executives.
Why not? Who played? What's Born Identity? Matt Damon.
Matt Damon?
What was young?
Wait. When did The Born Identity come out? When was the first one? Wasn't it in the 90s?
I've never seen that.
I think it was like
2004.
2002.
Wait. So the first Born was in 99?
No, 2002. But I'm saying I was looking up actors from 98, and Matt Damon's in the top.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big hole this fucker left through.
Why did he do that?
Yeah, you could say Ben Affleck, but he didn't know how to act yet.
I don't think the building would be standing if that happened.
I also don't understand why he even wanted to go through it.
Right, it's Godzilla. Just go over or around. Like there's another. Go under. Like
go around it.
I've got the guy, Brendan Fraser.
Oh, there you go.
Brendan Fraser would have been perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Spot on.
with his shirt off, though, right?
Back then, yeah. Not in the
Imagine if
fat
Matt
fucking-
Broderick took his shirt off in this movie. How pitiful that would have been.
Oh,
Oh my God, that would have been the
on.
best.
Could you
Who is he
imagine?
married to? He's married to what? Sarah Jessica Parker, right?
Sarah Jessica
Horse-
Parker,
yeah.
which is why I'm
Horse-
saying not Kathy
horse
Griffin
face.
has a chance with him.
Yeah,
'Cause
the
she's
Mummy
gonna-
came out a year later. So
Just feed her some carrots. She'll be all right.
Yeah, I always ask, why the long face when I see.
As
Same
Mayor,
thing with
Mayor
Julia Roberts.
Ebert. Oh,
The
yeah,
working
I'm not-
title was Seabiscuit.
Peanut butter, man, it does wonders. Yeah, this is where
Oh,
they
yeah,
put
the
the.
little tracking device on the
Was that a
mayor's
Mr.
shirt
Ed
collar.
joke?
Yeah, what? Well, yeah. They put the track. The French guy puts the tracker on the mayor so they can listen into what's going on. But he would never see that because it's like a huge fucking tracker on the back of his neck. But it's cool,
This is another thing. Like, this girl is not a good friend. This
No,
No.
she feels like she would fit right in what's that movie that show Shameless.
you're too
yeah.
nice.
Oh, well, you stole that ID. We should just like, you know,
Everyone in every character in this
Or-
movie is a plucky piece of shit.
they really are.
This part
No,
is
but
funny.
this is
but
pre 9/11, so you could like
Yeah.
make New Yorkers seem like shit and like it was fine.
Yeah.
I like how the French guy's pissed because he can't get good coffee. It's
Yeah,
sad,
no,
you said
no,
this
no,
was
no,
French
That
toast.
there's a joke in here that actually did make me laugh where they were like, "Where did you find this guy?" He was like, "He's from France," and I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said this was French roast.
Sacre bleu. Dijonnaise.
These
Yeah.
are the cliche ever.
every
Yeah,
cliche stereotype they can muster, like the French
Yeah.
drink French roast. Fucking ridiculous.
No croissant.
Says French roast. Bah.
Yeah, I like what
do you
he's
want
like. I
from me?
thought, no croissant. I called this America. He's like, he's like, this is America. You're not getting the fucking like
Are
New
we-
York City of all places wouldn't have French food. It's like you gotta
Yeah.
be fucking kidding me.
they have
But
every
whatever.
food.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
are
This
we
fucking
still
guy.
20 minutes into the movie? Just 20
Dude,
minutes?
Yes.
Listen,
By the
I'm
way,
trying,
that's
Nadia,
what I started
God.
writing down. Like,
Yeah, no, that's
holy
what I mean,
crap!
yeah.
How is there still an hour and a half left in this movie?
The movie's way
Nothing's
too
even
long.
fucking happened yet.
Nothing happens except him coming up and killing the old man. Who was
I would
fishing.
argue nothing happens until they get to Madison Square Garden.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you don't.
I would
this
argue
movie was-
this movie shouldn't exist.
I agree.
Probably right. Yeah, probably. But you
This
wouldn't
is
have
why, like,
beautiful
I had a
mad-
big scolding at Blue Collar Loser because he always calls Godzilla Zilla as like an abbreviation, and I'm like, every time you say that, I'm thinking of this movie, '98. So stop calling him that. Call him
Yep,
Big
yep.
G if you're gonna abbreviate Godzilla.
Ooh.
You know.
I like that. Again,
Zilla
another
is
shot.
this
It's just a wait. It's not raining. Oh no, it is still. But this is like another shot, exterior shot of the World Trade. It's the same shit. They've shown the same scene 4 times now.
Just so you know, we're still here in New York City.
So here, we're just
The
across the
city that
river,
never
getting
sleeps.
ready.
We're gonna establish the hell out of the city.
Yeah, I think this is where they come up with the plan, though, right? Yeah, to get him out by opening the sewers so he could smell
Yeah.
the fish.
Why are we seeing
one of
all
my-
this shit?
It's
This
stupid.
is also a huge problem with this movie. I think the main problem with this movie is specifically the line where Matthew Broderick is like, he's just an animal. It's
Just
like,
an
no,
animal.
He's not.
Oh my God!
He's Godzilla. He should be like something much more than just a stupid animal, a big lizard. The
And then
creators of this movie have no idea what makes Godzilla Godzilla.
Yeah. You could have cut at least 30 minutes out of this fucking movie with all this
You
stupid
could've
shit
cut
and the love
45
story.
minutes out of this movie.
This movie should have been like an hour, max like an hour. and
No,
40
yeah,
minutes.
no, this movie could have been like 100 or like 110 minutes tops.
80
That's a lot of
minutes.
Correct.
80
Yeah, I was gonna
minutes.
say-
Yeah,
Is
I
what
was
it
saying
could have been.
90. Yeah,
yeah,
80
90
90
minutes.
is like
I-
You could do this in an hour and a half easily.
90 minutes written all over it.
You know what? Let's make an internet project. Let's
Let's-
re-edit this film.
Let's just cut
and
this
make it
movie.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's just
Yeah,
not
we're-
and say we did.
No, yeah, that's what I would do. I'd have the opening credits and then I would just have the ending credits and
Yeah.
There you go.
perfect film.
yeah.
Just have
Oh,
Puff Daddy
you know,
singing his video and he gets killed by a dinosaur.
he's the
and
only
that's
one.
it.
He's the only one who realizes that he can't. He's a fucking giant lizard, but he can't smell the fish through a small hole.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
no,
it-
yeah, no, he has the
Never mind this hole that he dug. It's like Jesus fucking Christ.
And then again, like I said, all these military experts are like, "What is he doing?
yeah, why
Wouldn't
is he
it
open?
be-
Why
hole?
is he doing this?"
Go ahead.
Wouldn't
Nadia,
it
sorry.
be interesting if this movie opened up all the way at the end to the Madison Square Garden? Like just right into the action.
Just goes
Sure.
right
Oh,
to the chase scene
where-
at the end.
Yeah. We're
Right to the end of the movie.
stayed, yeah, and just go from there. And that could have expanded to a 90-minute movie. And there
Oh.
you're
So
you're
fi-
done.
wait, something's happening. Something finally happens. Godzilla spits goo up out of the fucking sewer, and then boom, he starts
this
fucking
looks like shit too.
You brought
This
it
part
like,
does,
it's
yeah.
not gross. I work with worms.
I got
he's also-
worms.
That's
I
what
got word. I got
You know, we can do the opposite. You know how
There you go.
AMC does that edit of The Godfather like every year where they do it chronologically correct? You could edit this where Oppenheimer leads directly into Godzilla. 98.
There we go. We finally get to see the creature up front.
Keep in mind how big his
This-
eyeball is, okay, compared to Matthew Broderick's body. This will come into play later. But also, he takes the picture of him with a little disposable camera that has like ISO shutter speed of like 400 or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it would
yeah.
just be black. He would just be getting nothing but black. I don't, you know, he wouldn't see any of that.
And he's telling the
Um,
military, like, no.
Oh yeah, and he
Yeah,
does
everyone's
the-
listening to him for
He
some
does-
reason.
Don't
He does the
shoot.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. This
He gets
where
his
goes
eardrums blown out from getting
Yeah.
roared at. Oh no!
Also,
There you go.
Godzilla's eye shape changes. There's a scene where he's looking in a tube, and that's not the same eyes that Godzilla has throughout.
No,
the
yeah,
film.
that- I
I
was
don't
gonna
think
say later-
continuity is a big deal for this movie, Sammy.
that eyeball that
No.
we see later, the eyeball's the size of like
Yes.
a huge truck later.
Now,
Um,
mind you, like we were saying, it's still like this is the most that's happened, and it's still like you're like, okay, dude, we're like, well, how many minutes into this fucking movie? What? Do something.
I specifically remember in the theater at this point being very confused about what I'm looking at. How
What was
Godzilla just
happening?
doesn't look
Wait,
like
hold
Godzilla.
on, go back.
I was
Another continuity thing. Matthew Broderick's hat is completely dry.
that happens a
yeah.
lot because everyone's wet one scene, then it cuts, and then they come out of the
You know who's
elevator,
wet?
everyone's
That
dry.
fucking scientist for him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I really hope he survives this.
But yeah, the big problem with this movie, like I said, is like treating Godzilla like an animal. The whole problem is the missiles can't lock on him. It's like, no, the
And
problem
they-
should be
Oh,
missiles.
whoa,
bounce
hold
off
on.
of him like
They
nothing.
figure that out after they blow up a building. It's okay. Okay.
And they're like, let's give Godzilla an underbite.
Well,
Godzilla
hold on. We
can
finally
dodge
get
missiles.
Yeah, let's
That's
give
the thing.
Godzilla the Beavis.
Jay Leno face.
Finally, something happens. There's action. Okay, finally. He starts destroying shit. You get running away from the military as they're trying to blast him. And
It's also very
Yeah.
important that they've established that the entire city of New York has been evacuated somehow, but it
Yeah.
happened. So
Yeah.
there are
Well,
no mass casualties.
and I
in
love
these
how-
buildings.
They even
They're-
call
they're-
it out. They're like, has that ever been done before? It was like, no, it's fucking
No.
impossible.
No,
Yeah,
he
no,
says,
it's a-
I don't think so. It's like, don't you think we remember if whoever
Yeah.
had to
yeah,
evacuate?
the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where he jumps onto the wall and
Yeah,
they blow
did
up
it when Mount St.
Christ-
Helens erupted.
Yeah, they blow up the Chrysler
Two-
building because they finally
Two
figure out that they
helicopter
can't
missiles blow
lock
up a whole
on.
building.
Yeah, that's great.
The Chrysler
That's the
building was a
goddamn
great
Chrysler
job,
building.
guys.
You told, yeah, he's colder than the buildings around him. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh yeah, and then
please.
we, of course we have the commander or whatever who's shouting what the audience should be feeling. Like
Right, right.
Yep.
But what's also great is like the idiots who write this don't,
on. So,
the idiots who write this don't realize that cold-blooded doesn't mean you have cold blood. You know, that just
Yeah.
means like, you know, you can't regulate your own body temperature. So, and a
Listen.
creature this large would produce a lot of heat.
This
You know?
fucker's fat. Like they were saying at one point that there are 80 knots and this thing's pulling away from them. It's like, God damn, dude. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, that was like the whole thing Devlin was talking about was like, we're going to make him more faster and agile. It's like, no.
Yeah.
No.
And then so he runs through a building, which you already saw him do earlier in the movie, and they just decide, let's just shoot the building through the building.
I did
Slow it
think
up.
this shot was cool.
Yeah, it was, what's up, Vex?
Shoot the glass.
Shoot the glass.
Now I
OG
have a
MMM
machine
joke.
gun.
Just
No, that was good.
Oh,
That was good. I always love it.
Oh.
Yeah, and then he just whatever. He's just toying with them at this point, but then he sneaks up behind them in the other building, and it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man! Like,
Yeah.
why?
Just all the helicopters in the buildings. It's so stupid.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
Damn it, Vex. Now I would much rather be talking about Die Hard.
I will say though, yeah, I know. I will say this part coming. Yeah. This the mayor's getting all pissed off. You've killed 80,000 people with your machine guns.
Two
No big
thumbs
deal.
down.
That part, the part where the helicopter is flying and he comes up underneath, that part was kind of cool. Because you didn't expect, they didn't expect. That was a cool shot. And then this shot here, where you get the roar from Godzilla and the lightning. Yeah, he's fucking the building. He's like,
Yeah,
oh,
he's
man.
not trying to have sex with the building. Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta get it out.
That's why people like Kong more. He only climbed the building.
Yeah, he didn't climax on the building. He just climbed the building.
Well, that's another thing too. Are we to believe that this giant monster is just in heat this whole time?
And then they find blood on the floor, and he decides, I'm going to test this shit out.
Yeah.
You know, get some
Oh yeah,
pregnancy
and then
tests.
he gets the fastest pregnancy test ever
from a convenience store that's open in the middle of a city that's been evacuated.
While
they were destroyed.
Okay,
the world's greatest pharmacist.
This is what they had the world's most toxic meat cute.
This is what I was talking about here. From this point, there's a long stretch here where it's about him and her and this stupid fucking, and then they're drinking tea in his tent and they're just going back.
I want you to notice how manipulative she is of him. When she first encounters him, she walks into this thing and sees him, makes her say hello to him.
Yeah.
And then what does she do? They go outside. They have this whole, hey, I'm kind of mad at you because you fucking fucked me over 8 years ago. And she's like, oh, well, sorry you feel that way.
Change.
And she walks off and she knows that he's going to be like, Audrey, wait, please. I'm sorry. You're right.
By the way, can we talk about these New York prices back in 98? $46. That'd be like $146 now with inflation. This is fucking retarded.
Government money.
You got that government shit. Yeah, this is fucking stupid. This is what I was talking about. I don't care about any of this shit. And it goes on way too fucking long. I don't care. I really wanted Godzilla to eat her halfway through the movie. It was really sorry, Nadia. Go ahead.
That would have been a better movie.
It's raining all the time, yet her hair is always dry.
Perfect. Well, she's got an umbrella. Duh.
It can't rain.
She has duck feathers for hair. That's what we don't realize as the viewer.
Yeah.
It's all just duck feathers.
It's all down.
She's the child of Leah Thompson or the duck.
Yeah, and at this point, he thinks she's a reporter, right? Because she has stole the badge from the other guy and put her face on it. Oh, thank you, Deb Jones.
She has lied.
Thank you for the super chat. It's basically a pregnant lizard running and trying to hide. It's true. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
it's very true. Yeah,
This is
and then she's asking
the patriarchy attacking the female form. That's what's happening in this film. There you go.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Yeah,
I want you to notice that at some point during this movie, at some point, Godzilla did have time to go to Madison Square Garden and lay hundreds of eggs. So he's managing to do that at some point too during all.
He's a squirter. What can I say?
Well, he's got to get his, and then she's this is where he figures out he literally puts the one drop in immediately, and it's that I don't know. Listen, that's not how they work.
It says
they're not that fast. Just FYI.
Yeah, I remember when Sassy got pregnant. I don't think it worked that way. It didn't take 31 seconds to get that.
Well, also they test if humans are pregnant, not lizards. So I mean, there's like a lot of
a
lot of loopholes.
I thought that too. I was like, there's no way that this works, right? Like this is.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think it would, right? I don't think you could put have your dog pee on a pregnancy test and see if it works.
Yeah.
I also don't think a building-sized lizard would be running around New York, but here we are.
Of course.
Well, there's a lot of tall. Well, if he's hiding under Madison Square Garden. I mean,
okay. Well, also too, if we're thinking about I know we're getting way too sciencey here, but like the size of the animal, if there was even like a trace of that in its bloodstream, and it would probably set the pregnancy test off right away, and that wouldn't even necessarily mean that it's pregnant.
Look. What a
Sammy, don't you know the last
later.
4 years science has been flexible, so it's all good.
Oh yeah.
He set up this mobile tent, this temporary shelter, and he managed to fucking put up her picture there.
I wrote that down. I was like, this is creepy.
A lot of red flags there, bro.
Yep.
Which is
and she doesn't even feel bad. She immediately goes back to manipulating him.
Any self-respecting woman would have probably did what she did and just go like, okay, I'm just gonna steal the tape out of single white female's tent here and bounce, because obviously I was right when I left him, because he still has these pictures from 8 years ago.
What were you saying, Vex?
No, I was just gonna say they tried to explain away the whole pregnancy test dumb thing as like, oh well, it's the same markers in humans, so this must be accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's covered because when he doesn't ask for a pregnancy test, he goes, I need a pregnancy test that specifically tests for these type of hormones.
Yeah. She's
like, that still makes no sense at all.
Yeah, and I like how he just
these aren't even old pictures of Audrey. These are new ones that he managed to get somehow.
This would also be like a major top secret thing if he thinks
she's still friends with her mom.
Yeah, like why the fuck would you leave her in the tent? with all this, especially with this is top secret.
Also, if this was a
My
military,
God.
they would not leave her in the tent. If he
No,
left,
they would have
would be
shot
"You
her if
gotta
they
get
saw
out."
her.
Also, why would you mark your top secret documents with top secret? That seems kind of, I don't know. Silly.
And then we got this is the one I'm talking about. You go through a long period of time again with nothing happening. It just fucking dies, and then you see an eyeball.
Godzilla's
that
got
looks
10
like
times larger since
shit.
we last saw him.
Yeah, she's got a large
Yeah, it
eyeball,
does
and
look
it's just
bad,
like,
too.
yeah. But she does a fucking fake report. It's like, who gives a shit about all this? Nobody cares about your stupid arc in this movie. Shut up.
It's the
I
news
wanted Godzilla.
reporters, man.
I wanted Godzilla to win in this movie, man, so bad. So
Yeah.
bad. I really was rooting for him. And then the French people again. Yeah. It's just more of the same shit. It's like they're talking military
Yeah,
stuff.
I feel like I've
It
seen the
is.
same
It's
fucking
so
scene 3
repetitive.
times already.
Since the beginning of the movie, it's the same shit over and then he's explaining to them what now the big reveal about how they're going to reproduce and basically take over the fucking planet, and this guy's eating fucking Reese's Pieces because he's a fat fuck. And then it's like it's just a stupid shit. And of course you got to get this part where it moves the story, tries to move the story along, and they're like, hey, how do you know that? And
Remember the guy that was
well,
sneezing? He's still sneezing. He's still
he's
got
still
the sniffles.
sneezing. Yeah. Oh, look at that shot. There you go.
It was like,
There you go,
and then we
ladies.
have this picture of Matthew Broderick making the
Yeah,
same
they have all these
face
files
every night.
on there because they're the French Secret Service, basically, and it's like, oh my god, yeah. And then the typical. It's like Cynic's right. It's like the same shit. We got all of this already. In the
Oh my
beginning of the movie.
god. Good. I get to see the shot of the guy looking at the flame again and saying Gojira.
Yeah.
Thank God I get to see that one more time.
You haven't seen
Well-
it enough, huh? Yeah.
I thought it was problematic that there weren't enough Japanese people in the movie, so they just had the same Japanese guy show up over and
Yeah,
over.
no,
again.
that'll make up for it.
Yeah.
And then this is where they
I
got.
like how she corrects the sleazy boss. She's like, it's not Godzilla, it's Gojira. And it was like,
Gojira,
yeah, like, you
stupid.
fucking know.
Like, bitch, don't you have some other guy's life to ruin?
She's like, I got a guy fired for this information.
Yeah. And then this is where they have to physically show you that the French did nuke testing to kind of like, oh, that's why they're there, huh?
Oh, they blame it on the French. Why the French?
There's
they're the ones who were
Because
just
the
direct
Japanese
route.
get too much heat.
Yeah, because he does say the French guy does say that his government was testing on that island. That's why this thing got created, and that's why they have to kill it. Basically,
No, but I like
it's fucking stupid.
They said it's
It's
a direct route from what was the island they were testing on?
I don't know, fucking Hiroshima.
It's an open ocean at that point.
Yeah,
There's
yeah. Look how he's surprised that she took the tape. This fucking idiot. He's like,
Oh,
she
the
took
same face he
tape."
always has.
he does it. Oh my god, I can't believe.
I can't believe you let that bitch into your tent.
Discount
And
Jack
that-
Nicholson.
She took Count Jack Nicholson. No, but she's all.
Oh, you know
upset.
that reporter that I left unattended? Like I said, the second he left that tent,
dude.
2 armed guards would have walked in and be like, "You have to get out."
Well, the
I also like
fucking.
the-
Go ahead, sorry.
He leaves her alone and he goes, I just got to go confirm stuff at the lab. I'll be right back. Like, that's going to take a few seconds. You know, he's going to be
Yeah.
gone for an hour.
Well,
or
you
two.
see,
Like,
you see her
Yeah.
face. Look at this face. She's like, "Oh my god, he's," because they kick him out, right? They're like, "You're done with this," and she's like, "Oh, well, there goes my shot now. No
I'm
dick
back
for
to
me.
goatee. I'm back to runny nose guy now.
None of that Chernobyl dick worm shit going on. Not happening." Oh god, yeah. You better tell him about the eggs. I'll try.
She's going to beg him to
After-
stay. She's like, if you're going to leave, then can we at least just go have a quickie in a car somewhere in a Humvee?
Yeah,
Please.
After I'm
begging
yeah,
you.
I'm gonna use your chemistry set on my. Never mind.
You're
Yeah,
so
and
sexy
then-
for some reason. I don't understand.
yeah. Oh, what a shock! It's still raining. Oh, look, her hair's finally wet. Okay, there you go.
It'll be dry in a few seconds. Don't worry.
Yeah. But he's pissed off again.
I don't know how many of you guys are like leather jacket wearers. That his jacket would be
It's fucking ruined.
unwearable for
Yeah.
weeks.
I
Like-
love leather jackets. It's fucked.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, that like the first thing when in Chernobyl when he's getting the worms, I was like, that jacket is unwearable now. Like that pulled me out of the film.
No, this is fucking. Yeah. She's like, "Oh God, but did I really screw up?" Yeah, you did, bitch.
Yeah. Oh,
Look, it's
Yeah,
not
dude.
my
You got
fault. You're
me
totally
fired.
pathetic, okay?
What
and
did I
then
do
her
wrong?
New York rap friends are like, "Come on, she was just
Yeah.
trying to
Give
get
her a-
you."
give
Like,
her a
"Shut
break."
up.
Hey,
Bada bing,
Forget
forget
it.
about it.
She just
Get a
ruined your
box.
career, but give her a break, you know.
yeah, give her a break. Yeah.
Afangu.
And then he decides to play detective and just follow in a big van that's not it's not inconspicuous at all. It's just a big fucking red van just following. It's like, okay. And then again, nothing else is happening here. How long have you been scrubbing through and nothing else has happened since the battle scene?
Yes, first he got kidnapped by the American government, forced to find the lizard, and now the French people have intercepted him. For some reason, he's the guy that we got. That we need to find the lizard.
Oh, I'm the Secret Service, and I got a
guy.
Yeah.
I'm good at finding worms, so I'm good at finding
because you're
giant
the only ones
lizard.
who want to. Yeah, they're the only ones who want to find the French. The French government knows about the nest, but the U.S. government's like, nah, fuck this scientist. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
I also like how Jean Reno's dressed like
no
every
communication
Marvel,
at all.
Every Marvel superhero when they go in disguise, they wear Jean Reno's get up with the little baseball cap with no insignia. And
and I love this part where he's like, "Where'd you get all this? Well, how did you get this all through customs? Oh, it's in America. You can buy anything." It's like, okay.
I'm good at two things. I like to drink bad coffee, and I like finding.
And then I like this part here where he's like, "I'm sorry, I can't give away my secrets." And he's like, "Well, if you're gonna trust me, I need to trust you." All right, buddy, we'll tell you everything because you said because you asked nicely.
It takes place in like some nondescript warehouse full of guns, people unloading a bunch of things on a table. Oh,
yeah, see, there you go, Cynic. He says the testing was done by my country, left a terrible mess. There you go. The French are to blame. Those fucks.
Yeah, you hear that, Uninspired?
Yeah,
blame you.
I know what you did. You created Godzilla, Lilla.
He's like, I have become the destroyer of worlds.
They know how to get into the city. They know how to get into the city.
Too highbrow? Sorry.
No.
I have become death.
Yeah. Me.
Never mind. We have an hour left and nothing's happened again.
Jesus fucking Christ.
This might be the exact point where I said, holy shit, how is there an hour left?
Dude, nothing is happening. And then he gets home, and of course, the whole fucking city's in his house, which I would never allow this bull. My wife, if that Sassy did this, I'd be like, get the fuck out of my house now.
This movie is it's definitely bogged down, not by the romance, but definitely by all these unnecessary
the stupid side
roles.
Story. Yeah, it's
all
stupid.
These speaking roles. There's so many of them for no reason, and it's like, okay,
there's no payoff at all.
By the way,
any of them.
This fucking wallpaper in his bedroom. Jesus Christ.
I like how he stole a parking meter. That's cool.
He's got a Scooby-Doo in a parking.
Can I just point out how it explains why this woman's acting career went absolutely nowhere? Because this crying scene was so over the top terrible.
It was
what's also funny about the crying scene? Yeah,
she did some TV roles after this, then retired in 2008 to become an interior designer.
Oh,
I'm sure she's
what
great
were you?
at that.
What were you gonna say?
Fickle.
What were you gonna say, Cynic?
It's funny that she's crying.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead, Cynic. Sorry.
No, Cynic was gonna say something. Sorry, go ahead.
Was it? I don't fucking.
Oh, maybe you were. I don't know. Maybe.
I would say that that's funny about the crying scene because she's really not crying that she's like a bitch or broke his heart. She's just crying that she doesn't have another toy to take advantage of. She lost it.
Yep.
She's like, I lost my little minion.
He's like, you know what? I can get us into the city, and we could fix all this by finding the nest and following the French people. And he's like, I'm sneaking out the back.
Where is the fucking law during this whole fucking thing?
They evacuated.
Remember, I meant like catching these people going back into the city and stuff. I'm like, do your
Where do they think? I like how they think chewing gum makes you look more American.
Too. So they're evacuating, and the girl goes, "Let's just get a taxi." And it was like, "What are you talking about?
Who's driving the fucking thing?" It's like
all the cars are parked in the street. Like it looks like the beginning of The Walking Dead. And she's like, "Let's hail a cab." And it was like, "There's no moving vehicles."
Mind you, nothing's happening yet.
I don't know.
There's nothing happening.
I felt like I was yelling at my wife.
Yeah, no, like we said, like we really just start right here, Madison Square Garden. When we
this
start,
this is where it starts. Yeah, this is when it finally gets good.
Can I just like quit? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Can I quiz you guys? Like, if you were to give a description, what's happened so far in the movie?
Well, a giant lizard did something bad, and then he went away, and then a bunch of bullshit happened for about an hour.
Yeah,
a lot of
a giant lizard appeared. They lost him because he was cold-blooded.
Oh yeah, and a woman
for
fucked
some
over
reason
her ex-lover again.
And then the brilliant scientist said, "Hey, let's lead him out with fish." And then.
Matthew Broderick is on a sneaky suspicion that he's nesting because there's fish laying around somewhere.
The redheaded scientist is upset that he's gone, so she's he has a picture of him jamming his chemistry set up. Never mind.
He got fucked for the third
kind of looks
time.
like you can.
So basically, Cynic, the answer is nothing. Like, nothing's really happened.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
short
better.
answer.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Nothing.
The credits rolled and bullshit.
And even the comedy was like, oh god, all right.
It's plucky.
yeah,
That's
not
the-
that good.
they're going for the
Yeah.
Friends style comedy that was so popular at the time.
Yeah. Something's gonna
especially
happen.
New York.
Yeah. I like how
Just
they're
like,
the only ones. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
It's just like a Roland Emmerich movie. Like every single stereotype is present. Like, remember in Independence Day when everyone was so I don't know, whatever they were, like they were
Whatever they
so
were.
British and they were so French and
Yes.
it's just like so Jewish.
Yeah,
Yes.
And here you have people that were like, oh, they're New York, so they must be Italian. So they're so
Yeah.
Italian.
So it over the top
Yeah.
Italian New York that they
And the French guys are so fucking French. They're
like cartoon
drink French
characters.
roast.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
They're upset they can't get croissants in New York City.
Like,
It's
the fuck?
what the fuck, man? Oh.
This
Yeah,
movie
this
does need
is-
like a Harvey Firestein type character, you know, an over the top gay guy who's got
Yeah.
a gravel voice. That
Oh
would
wait,
be good.
Godzilla did
I'm
something.
shocked.
Oh no, we saw the monster again. Why do all Godzilla? Well, I was gonna say though, compared to like what we've gotten in the most recent Godzilla movies, at least they have Godzilla in large portions of the movie, not just 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because the whole fight scene at the end, it's all him basically. So it's
I
like-
would say there are massive chunks of this movie where Godzilla's not present.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
why is that an issue
Oh,
with
for
Godzilla
sure.
movies in general though? What the whole fucking point is to see Godzilla.
Because he costs so much to be on the
I was
screen.
gonna say the CGI, yeah. The
Also,
effects.
It's not
the
a
reason
guy
why
in
Well,
a
next time
puppet
someone posts his like post your glow up, I'm gonna post like 1998 Godzilla and like Shin Godzilla because
Yeah.
like Shin Godzilla is the
Yeah,
coolest.
No, no,
Godzilla
because Cynic's right.
ever.
He's right, and most people like that's yes, that's true. It's expensive to keep him, but you look at like
It's
Godzilla.
also bringing
Go ahead, Natalie.
humanity to the story too. In some way, how do you make Godzilla have humane moral issues? So mixing in with humans makes sense. Just like I think Godzilla -1 did it perfectly. Where
Yeah.
this doesn't make him come off human until the very end when he's dying in front of them, basically.
Yeah,
Then you
yeah,
get
yeah,
the
yeah.
oh, poor Godzilla. But
Well,
throughout
yeah,
the whole
'cause-
movie, you don't get that at any point.
Because Godzilla doesn't know any better, right? He's just this creature that was created, and he's trying to survive and take care of his children, basically. Yeah, I don't know. There he is. Look at that
Single dad in the 90s.
single dad in the 90s. Well, he is asexual, so
Yeah.
he fits in today.
It's rough.
So no one told you life was gonna be.
So they're trying to do
this
the
way.
bait thing again, where they're going to get him to eat the fish. But you know, they don't- not
He's
that he wouldn't
learning.
realize. Yeah, that he wouldn't realize that there's fucking machine guns and lights and people.
He's like,
around
last
this
time I went and ate a bunch of free fish, I got rockets shot at me. So
fire
I'm
at
not gonna do
will.
that.
Now they have 80 helicopters shooting at buildings. Not
This is
2
the
or
most.
3.
I wish you could play this part specifically when all the helicopters fly out
Let me
of the
see.
building. It
Let me-
looks.
let me-
It looks
Let me
like.
play a scene. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's yeah. look at
Also,
that.
this
remember-
movie is not properly lit very well, and it's
Oh, right,
probably
no.
because they're trying to hide the fact that they have a CGI
course.
monster. But even
All night
in
scenes.
certain just all human scenes, it's not well lit at all, even for nighttime shoots.
And then he goes into the water, and then the Denzel Washington from Crimson Tide, or the wannabe Denzel, blows him up in the submarine.
Now,
Poor God.
I've
And you think,
never
and you,
been to
oh,
New York.
Godzilla's dead. What was that?
I've never been to New York, but the Hudson River isn't very big, right? I mean,
It's
You
it's
can
big.
land an airplane in it.
Yeah, I don't know if you could put a fucking giant 300-foot lizard in there,
Godzilla
but,
and
you know.
3 submarines
Yeah.
chasing each other in the river.
That I
Is it
don't know
that
about, but hey, this is a Roland Emmerich movie.
big?
We just
I'm just
we
checking.
don't.
I don't
yeah.
know.
And he's just swimming around and doing his thing, and he kills a bunch of people in a submarine. That's cool, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's then he hits a wall and tries to dig through it.
Dude,
The wall-
look how much you're just forwarding
not-
through.
Well, because
Yeah,
there's nothing happening. What am I supposed to?
I
like,
know.
here,
There's plucky lines of dialogue and little quips that could be, used in most movies. But
look,
yeah,
he
nothing.
hits a wall, and then and then you would think like as a moviegoer, 50 minutes left in the movie, you know Godzilla's probably not dead. But you know what, Cynic, he has a good point though. He does disappear again for at least another 20, 30 minutes.
Oh my god, at least.
And then it turns.
I forgot about the Madison Square Garden thing.
Yeah.
So like I was like, oh, they got him.
Yeah,
like
they get there. Back in '98, I wouldn't have blamed them to blow up Madison. The Knicks were starting to kind of at that point. So it's like, you know, yeah, you can go ahead and blow up that building now. It's cool. That was towards the end of Patrick Ewing's career. And I'm like, yeah, this team's gonna suck now. Let's go ahead and blow up the fucking building. But yeah,
no
then we
more
get the
fish
egg
concerts on New Year's Eve, bro.
Yep. Then we get the fucking egg. And again, it's just a lot of we see egg. We must destroy egg. And
it's like, oh, there's 3 eggs. Oh wait, no, there's 20. Oh wait, no, there's 500 eggs. My mistake.
Yeah. And they still do that thing like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen if I get real close and touch it.
There's Broderick. There's Matthew Broderick's infamous face.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
No, it's Blue Steel, it's Magnum, it's all one look. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Yeah.
Oh, TNT, blast from the past.
There are many instances where at this point, they all should be dead.
I wish.
When these guys fall out. They all should be. They all should be dead.
I would argue the movie would be so much better
if just killed them all.
If all these eggs hatched and they killed everybody,
ate them,
and just ransacked New York. Like,
and I like how he's told the people like they're gonna hatch fast, and they're just walking around willy-nilly trying to
But they're gonna hatch that day. They were laid earlier today. Like,
listen, it's Super Godzilla, man. You don't know. This is you don't know. And then everything starts. And then it turns into Jurassic Park. It's just basically wannabe fake Velociraptors come out and just start chasing everybody
they were
down.
Trying to emulate the kitchen scene so hard in certain
100%.
parts.
Goodness.
100%.
Yeah.
And again, I've been scrubbing through for 20 minutes and again, nothing happened. It's just like there's nothing going.
Jurassic Park came out the year before, right?
No, 94.
Lost World did.
94. So 4 years before?
Yeah. The sequel did. The sequel did. Yeah.
Yeah.
They could rehashing some stuff too.
Sure. Because it works.
Yeah. With the motion movements and stuff.
Now some things start happening. Again, bad CGI.
Or maybe leftover animatronics that they're like, we'll take these guys.
True.
I'm actually curious about that in the trivia. If there's any information about about the animatronics and what exactly they did. Oh God, look at these scenes. God, that looks so bad. Look at that. It looks so bad.
I'm telling you, they all should be dead by now. They should be dead by now.
Yeah,
there's Deliverance Godzilla.
Gojira. It's Gojira, goddammit. Get it right.
It's Zilla.
Somebody said
now she's got a stupid hat on too.
What was that, Nadia?
Somebody will understand the art of G90. I understand it. I appreciate it. One of my teachers worked on Jurassic Park, so he helped build like one of the dinosaurs and stuff. So I can appreciate the animatronic. I get it. I mean, it's the 90s.
I like this. Yeah, exactly. I like this guy. He's like, oh, this is like where the Knicks shower and stuff. I'm gonna rub one off. Oh
yeah, I love picturing the Knicks' hot bodies.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
I love good old-fashioned hero worship. Yeah,
this is where Charles Oakley rubs them off in the hot tub. Oh, it's like, okay, buddy.
Holy crap.
Relax. Oh God, this fucking mayor. Yeah, it's just again, a lot of military shit we don't really need to see again. Oh, there she is.
Oh, there's so many weird military inconsistencies, like
so stupid.
Everything. Like there's so many weird things. Like for instance, they salute this guy. Even though I think you're only supposed to salute like elected officials, not
I don't
people
know,
who are conscripted. There's so many weird stuff going on
for different.
They finally get talked into looking for the eggs at least now. So, all she had to do was go, you should really listen to Nick. Oh, okay, cool. Start looking for the eggs. Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
Like an Easter movie.
Have they even gotten to the part where the dude at Madison Square Garden, who for some reason is still there, off duty, and they're like,
off duty? Yeah,
record this.
White Bear just blew my mind, dude. It's an Easter movie. It's an egg hunt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
perfect.
Crazy.
Perfect timing.
That's why we're watching this, guys.
This is so fucking.
Godzilla.
He has risen.
Yeah, and they decided let's go climb. Let's go up and climb through the ceiling to get through. That's cool.
Oh yeah,
Let's do
movie
that.
vents. They're always so big and clean and spacious. It's
Mhm.
amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. And then okay, so some people start finally dying, Nadia. So you happy now? Some people start getting eaten.
Yeah, but we knew all these nameless French actors were all going to bite it.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. He's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, he's dead. See, I don't know what he said.
Chocolate blue.
Fuck your French roasts. Fucking gets killed.
Your coffee is terrible.
I'm surprised one of them don't have a cigar in there or a cigarette in their
Oh,
mouth.
that's a good. You know what? Good point. That is true. They like to do. Yeah, they do like to. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of just Jurassic Parky shit. They get chased around a lot. It's like, bro, this has been going on for what, 10 minutes now? It's like, what the fuck, man? White Bear's loving this, aren't you, White Bear?
Oh, it's so good.
He's like, it's so deep. It's so
far,
good.
the best actor in the entire movie is New York City.
Well, Vex did have a good point. That I haven't seen the new Godzilla movie, but she said this movie's awful and it's still better than the new one. So that tells me the new one's really, really shit, like beyond shit.
I heard it was amazing.
Oh, the Kong one?
Yes.
The new one, yeah.
Kong
I don't know.
versus.
I haven't
or-
seen. I
Wait,
haven't seen
I'm
it.
sorry, it's not a verse because it's just an X.
No, it's well, that's misinformation.
No, it's
That's,
a
you don't want to start that. You don't want to spread misinformation. Come on, please. We had enough of that bullshit on the weekend.
Disinformation, though, that's totally allowed.
That's a lot.
April Fools.
Yeah. Yeah, there she goes again. Oh my god, this is so fucking. Just come on already. Run away.
There's still 30 fucking minutes left. 35.
That's what I'm saying.
This
what
is the
I'm
problem.
saying.
Is they
I
tried to
hate
do
all
the
of it.
aliens thing. They tried to do the aliens thing where like they think the movie's over and then the queen shows up and you're like, oh my god. But this time it's like Godzilla shows up again and everyone's just like,
Yeah.
groaning.
They're like, what if we did that, but not exciting?
Yeah.
And I like how they get to this door and he's like, oh, there's a code. It's like, how the fuck would you? He starts typing it. How would you know what the code is? Well, I know he's in the media, but it's like, you don't work for Madison Square Garden.
Because she's like some news. What's the word I'm looking for?
This is
unpaid
a
intern.
squad.
She's
Yeah.
she knows all the inner
Squad.
workings of the
Yeah,
Knicks
and,
stadium.
and this is where they figure the smart idea is to get on the TV broadcast so the military can see it and catch where they are, and so they can tell them to blow up Madison.
Oh
Square
wait,
Garden.
no, there was that one part that made me laugh. Is that it's got to be coming up here where the guy sends them the message and they said they're about to blow
Oh,
up.
there's no
Madison
Ranger
Square
game
Garden.
tonight.
You know what's also hilarious about the scene?
Yeah, no.
She walks in and
He's
says
like,
the
"You're
network on an
toast. You
internet.
got 6 minutes."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is like, so I assume that there's one guy always at Madison Square Garden just in case,
Right. Just in
a
case.
giant dinosaur lays eggs.
Yes. Oh, there's another
And
external
even then,
shot
you
of-
still
of
have
New
to
York.
convince him.
Yeah, they got to keep showing that skyline, man. Got to get that skyline shot again. Yeah, so it's just a lot of this back and forth military shit, and it's like, oh my god. Yeah, and then this is where they see the broadcast.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
showing them, if you don't blow up, they're basically eye fucking each other while dinosaurs are trying to eat them. But that's cool.
And then not Kathy Griffin's like, who is she?
Yeah, who's this?
Because as we know, Matthew Broderick is a man dime, and
This bitch.
yeah, it's like, I hope you get eaten first.
Look how butthurt she is.
Yeah, she's like,
She is. She's salty.
there goes that fucking
She's like about to
topless.
cry.
Yeah, she's like, there goes that worm sperm.
And look, he's making the same face on
So they-
national news now.
Yeah, it is. He does have that dopey. Oh my god. And she's like, oh, that's what she wishes. I want to be pregnant by him.
Yeah.
She's not even worried about the lizard. Yeah. Anyway, he's like, just blow up the building immediately, and then of course the dinosaurs. I call them dinosaurs. They look like fucking. Start breaking through the fucking thing, and it's like, okay, can we finally stop eye fucking each other? Stop. There's no. It's just they have terrible chemistry. It's just fucking stupid. That whole storyline is so goddamn stupid.
Because there's no way that
Yeah,
she's
it's just
getting with
dumb.
Matthew Broderick.
Yeah. Hey, we got 6 minutes to get out of the building. Oh.
Yeah, no, it's the message that the guy sends. It was like, "Hey, you got your wish. In 6 minutes, you're toast."
Yeah.
It's like, really?
We're gonna die, people. Oh.
Yeah.
I think that plane would have got there a little faster than 6 minutes. I'm just saying, it's not that far.
Yeah, no shit. That would have been
far away.
Also, these jets wouldn't fly in such tight formation. They'd be blowing each other out of the air.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. 28 more minutes, Nadia. You hanging in there? You hanging in?
I'm trying not to be on this planet right now, so I'm hanging in there.
Yeah,
okay.
You do it to yourself.
Hey, Nadia,
you do.
Do you think movies can give you cancer?
This one did.
Oh boy, I know Saltburn gave me cancer, so yeah.
Jesus Christ, is it that bad?
Well, I hope you get a speedy recovery.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and then I like how the gumballs. I like how the gumballs stall the dinosaur or the fucking lizards.
Yes,
yeah, that's cool.
Basketball.
And then they're still flying.
No.
Never mind. New York's not a big island. I've been to Madison Square Garden. I know exactly where they're coming from. This would have taken 30 seconds to get to that fucking building.
Oh yeah,
it's so stupid.
When did she have time to put a beret on?
Well,
also the idea that like 4 or 5 little missiles could just blow up the entire Madison Square
entire
Garden,
building, everything, just evaporated.
Yeah, and dropping some Moabs on here, dude.
Yeah, but also when they hit, it's just enough to like do enough damage to knock down a chandelier.
Yeah, I would say yes, that's true, Canadian. But the planes were up literally as soon as he said 6 minutes. It's like I can't. And this part here is also.
I can understand with the inner circle being afraid of the chandelier smashing, but the other guys on the outside, I don't know why
all
they
these
just
people.
didn't.
Like they wouldn't just attack. They're just gonna wait, and everybody's back here while the guy with the gun is up.
They're scared babies.
Listen, no, I don't need this bullshit. And then of course they get out, and then the planes show up, and then my poor Madison Square Garden blows up. Yeah, and then it's all over.
26.
You still got. Well, there are some credits. There are some credits. We're getting to the best part of the movie.
Better be 20 minutes of credits.
Since the time Cynic was gone, nothing happened except Madison Square Garden just blew up finally.
Yeah.
We're about to get one of the worst on-screen kisses ever.
You say that in such a passing way.
Like,
that's
nothing happened.
This move is.
Yeah.
And then I want them to cut to
nothing
Hank's
happened.
area. I want
This
them to
giant stadium in New York got blown up.
This beautiful.
Could use some
but it looked like crap. So.
And I like how they played the people. Like they make you think the movie's over because they have the panning shot of moving away from them. The music's building, and you're like, "Oh, they survived." Oh, no, they didn't. Like we didn't know Godzilla was going to.
Oh yeah, no. Here's the best line in the whole movie, where after they've just killed all of this creature's offspring, they go, "He looks pissed." Yep. And I was like, well, I would assume.
Yeah.
I would assume he would be mad.
I don't know why, but it connected me to that video that's gone around recently of all these mothers saying they would not kill for their children at all.
Is that true? Is that a real thing?
Oh
yeah. There's a video of a bunch of moms, and they're like, "Would you kill for your child?" And they're like, "Do I have to? No, not really.
That's more of my husband's job."
Yeah, that's
but they don't want no man. Yeah,
political.
Or Godzilla. Man. This is where Sassy. This is where Sassy got a little upset. Sorry, Cynic. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I feel like this is where they made it seem like, oh, we're gonna trick you and make you think this is the end and disappoint you that you're not gonna have a big Godzilla fight at the end, and then it's like, surprise, you really do get Godzilla, but then it's a shitty ending.
Yeah.
On top of it, it's like, be surprised. I remember thinking way.
I remember thinking like the first time I saw this, like I was dreading there was another Godzilla scene coming, and it happened. And I think that there was like an audible groan in the theater, like, oh, like it's not gonna end right now. He's back, you know. Like when the Queen shows up at the end of Aliens, you're like, oh, dude, this movie's still got 20 more minutes. Hell yeah, you know.
Yeah. What do we do? I like how he's like, what do we do? Running would be a good idea. I think, that's really going to work. But it does.
It does.
Godzilla's kind of angry. His kids are dead. He's got nothing left. So we go. And you know what the funny thing is? He doesn't breathe fire, but there's like scenes where like there's fires that are started and he blows into the fucking air as
Yeah,
he's
they were
roaring
added
and-
in post, I think, because people were outraged that he didn't breathe fire, or he
Yep.
doesn't even. Godzilla doesn't even breathe fire. He breathes radioactive,
Radioactive,
thread.
yeah.
They changed it to fire because again, Roland Emmerich and them, they don't understand Godzilla at all. They think he's a fire breathing lizard. It's just stupid.
I like how they're
so much
arguing
so
about
that I wanted like Godzilla to give like a voiceover, like "You took everything from me.
you took everything from me." Yeah, he's
Damn
getting
you,
larger.
Steve,
He's
everything.
getting larger.
He's getting larger. Oh, Lord.
Yo, yeah, oh yeah, and a bunch of New Yorkers like tapping each other on the shoulder. Holy shit, he's getting larger. Is he getting bigger? Yeah, I think he's grown.
He's getting closer. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that happens here. They're just maneuvering away from him, and then they see O'Neill. And
I'm astounded how much you have to fast forward.
Well, I mean,
And
there's just nothing.
I also just don't like how Godzilla's like posture is so much like a T-Rex. Like his head is like low to the ground.
Yeah.
Godzilla should be like towering, over us. Like he shouldn't even be able to notice people. I hate it when Godzilla in any movie makes eye contact with a human. I hate that shit. That stuff drives me crazy.
I love that awesome audio cut of like Broderick. He's throwing a fucking thing with Godzilla, and he's like O'Neill, and you hear it perfectly, and you're like, bro.
Yeah, I know. Everything has to line up just so for this to work.
Exactly.
All right.
Did I say that I hated this movie?
Yes, you did, but it's okay.
Maybe.
And hey, by the way, if you didn't know, Godzilla is still alive, just like it says.
Yeah.
Just in case you didn't know. Jesus fucking Christ.
That's all I know when the world truly ended, when they're like, hey, we're making a sequel.
What did you guys think of the CGI in the final chase?
For 98, it's not bad.
Yeah,
it holds some parts of
shots.
it
It
hold
looks really good.
I
and
never
some
thought
shots
the
bad.
effects were bad.
Yeah. There were some really, really awful shots. Yeah. Like,
It's the lighting I have a problem
No,
with.
but I chalked that up to editing.
yeah. And I like how they go into a tunnel in New York. Of course, that's under construction. What a shock. And then this part.
Oh,
here,
yeah, and they have that quintessential arguing about what road to take in New York.
Yeah.
And we're like, take Broadway, take Broadway.
Yeah, and Godzilla can break through walls or floors and concrete, but he can't break this fucking thing in 2 seconds. But he can smash in there.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
it's been established that he can run through a building.
And the high beams are gonna make him blind in a second. And this bitch right here, look, she's like, you got to be fucking kidding me. She's like, no. And then it happens, and you're like,
that Broderick face.
Yeah, typical Broad. But the whole thing of like, put the high beams on, and then he backs up. It's like, come on, like really, fucking kidding me. Yeah, and then of course they figure let's take him to the suspension bridge, because Brooklyn Bridge is the suspension. Let's trap him there. Now my thing is, if Godzilla was smart enough to know he was being tricked before, would you? I don't know. Would you?
We're in his mouth. We're in his mouth.
Oh, there's another part where they electrocute his tooth.
Oh yeah,
the roots of his teeth.
That guy's fucking character just exists to tell you, like, tells the audience how to feel. Like everyone,
100%. Oh, AJ, the man of bad taste. Oh, AJ, please tell me your joke. Okay, I see a laughy emoji. You got to be kidding me. But I don't know if it's the best one.
Yeah, no, it was like to trap him and get him into the water. Which
talk about
already
awful
CGI.
CGI.
Godzilla can swim very, very far.
Awful CGI here. I know. Again, 98. I get it. But Jesus Christ, this looks fucking terrible with this fucking car scene when it's jumping to. Oh my god. And then it's like it's chasing, more shit happening, and then he's just breaking down the suspension bridge. Now if he could run, you figure what's the max speed you think the cab can go? At this point, on rain, like 100 miles an hour. If he's out chasing helicopters that are going 80 knots, you don't think he could have jumped this fucking cab and just finally caught up and destroyed? But then he goes underneath the suspension part. When you've seen him jump on top of tall buildings, but he's just like, I'm gonna go through the suspension. And
Godzilla shouldn't chase anybody. It should be like Jason. You run away, it doesn't matter. He'll find you in a minute.
And then he's
in no hurry.
He gets stuck. He gets stuck in the suspension, and they fucking blow him away with some missiles. And
Lame.
At this point, I was like, I kind of wish he would have caught them and ate them. I mean, it's really just simple
Yeah,
as
it's
that.
just so stupid
Or,
because
like,
like a couple
toss them
missiles
back.
in his a couple missiles in his abdomen kill him, and just like that. That's
Yeah.
all you had to do this whole time was just like trap him.
Well,
And then of
circle
course, obviously
back around.
the bridge shouldn't still be standing. Obviously, everyone knows that.
No. But that's that's science. We don't talk about real shit.
That one's not in Maryland, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No shit. Yeah. Yeah. So it's just, finally, Nadia, we're getting to it. Okay. God.
Hey, for once, the military actually hit something that they were trying to hit.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he falls.
Yeah, and then Matthew Broderick and Godzilla find out that they've been sending
They're
mail
one.
to each other through this magical mailbox, and it's
Yeah, and
2 years apart.
poor Godzilla's heartbeat. And he's like, all right, I'm dead now. Fuck you people for doing this to me. I appreciate it. Closes his eyes, and then he's dead.
It really
So,
wasn't-
they put him out of. I wish that would have been partly the audience. They would have put out of their misery for watching this.
The only
Yeah.
part that they put any type of humanity into Godzilla. That's the only scene.
Yeah. That scene at the end. Yeah. Oh, but then she kisses the guy with the fucking snot
Yeah,
nose.
she
and-
kisses sneeze in my hand guy.
Yeah. She's like,
She
"Oh,
looks, yeah. That
Yeah, she
works
looks-
though, I feel like.
Oh,
He gets
with them
laid
too,
down,
100%.
Yeah.
Well, she
Yeah.
she already knew that Matthew Broderick is going with
Yeah, the other girl. Yeah. That's one good job, soldier. Thank you. I know I didn't fuck up. Yeah. And it's just kind of like, oh, yeah. Then the French guy steals the tape. Oh, yeah. Now she tells the guy to go fuck himself. And he steals the French guy steals the tape and tells them he's going to edit it. And yeah, it's a lot of bullshit here. It's a lot,
Puff
yeah.
Daddy?
So-
No.
yeah. Soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course he walks away with nobody noticing, and then they walk away. It's still raining, by the way. It's been 5 days of fucking rain.
This
You
would
know.
be an after credit scene nowadays.
Oh,
Yes, 100%. Yeah, and then you get the close up of the egg, and then of course the fucking end where the creature comes
stinger.
out. I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna make sequels. Please don't.
Well, apparently, yeah. This little Godzilla goes on to be the Godzilla in the animated show that I never watched.
I
I
like
I
the
liked it when I
animated
was a
show.
kid.
Yeah, I never watched it.
Yeah, I haven't rewatched it, but
Here's how you can
All
make this movie a winner. First of all, get rid of Matthew Broderick's character and Hank Azaria's wife character, and just make Hank Azaria and the blonde lady the main characters, the reporter and the cameraman. And just no scientist shit, none of that nonsense. Another thing would be great is like have the end credits play to, instead of Puff Daddy, have that New York song by Frank Sinatra, and it's an extended scene of them chopping up Godzilla's body in little pieces and hauling them off into dump trucks, trying to get rid of his body. It's like that's the whole end credit scene. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Okay, you could have you could keep Matthew Broderick.
No.
And you could keep the love story, but
no.
You get
no.
you make it way better at the end.
Yeah, Godzilla
Matthew
eats them.
Broderick.
That's how you make it better.
Hold on. Matthew Broderick says at the end, I don't think this is gonna work out, and then he turns into a flock of doves, like in the P. Diddy video.
Oh,
and just flies away.
No, you could do just recast the blonde girl as redheaded character and focus on the scientist, Matthew Broderick, and science lady who wants his nuts. And make her a
Oh
little
yeah,
more attractive.
absolutely. No, I still would like Matthew Broderick to turn into a flock of doves like P. Diddy does.
And
it's a winner.
I guess Vex, I guess you said there was some good trivia for this, right? So
I got a lot of trivia. So
if you would, my dear.
Yeah, hold on to your tits, okay?
Oh well, I'm holding on to something.
All right.
Hold
So
on.
this movie came out on May 20th, 1998. That was a Wednesday release, surprisingly. Didn't do very well domestically, but it killed it internationally. The worldwide take home was almost $380 million.
Nice.
Wow.
That still underperformed though. Oh my god, I fucking forgot the budget. Oh my god. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, the budget was a reported $130 to $150 million. So when you consider all the marketing this movie did, it still didn't break even.
Oh yeah, Taco Bell. Remember?
Taco
Yeah.
Bell,
Taco Bell,
toys,
Chihuahua.
drinks. Like there was a lot of
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
going on for this movie. It debuted at number 1 and it stayed at number 1 for 5 weeks, and it was knocked down by the X-Files movie on June 19th.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. It was out the same time in theaters with Titanic, Deep Impact, Polly, and As Good as It Gets.
No shit.
As Good as It
Yeah.
Gets is a good movie.
That's a good
It is
movie.
good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This movie features more Simpson voice actors than any other project besides The Simpsons itself. Hank Azaria, Harry Shearer, and Nancy Cartwright. When The Simpsons later did a Godzilla parody called Homerzilla, they referenced that Homerzilla received a Hollywood remake that failed, a jab at this movie. The episode ends stating that Homerzilla will one day return just as soon as that Zilla film is forgotten.
Wow.
That was funny.
That's pretty
Since
good.
we're right again.
And prophetic.
Steven Spielberg tried to talk Emmerich out of making the film, considering it a silly idea for Hollywood to try and remake Godzilla. Spielberg later told Entertainment Weekly that he didn't bother seeing the film, stating, quote, "The only Godzilla I saw was the one with Raymond Burr. I purposely stayed away from seeing TriStar's Godzilla because I didn't want to get anything between me and my memory of my favorite Godzilla movie of all time."
Jesus.
Well, even he should know he's watched the incorrect version of Godzilla with Raymond Burr. You should watch the Japanese version titled
That
Gojira,
is true.
obviously.
AJ, come on, man. I'd watch this, actually. I'd watch this. I totally watch this.
Roland Emmerich admitted that he did not like the original Godzilla and only agreed to this project after being promised to be able to do whatever he wanted with the series. This was in contrast to the film's original director, Jean de Bont, who grew up a fan of the character. Looking back on the film, TriStar producer Robert Fried described how, quote, "The team that took over Godzilla was one of the worst cases of executive incompetence I've observed in my 20-year career. One of the golden assets of our time was managed as poorly and as ineptly as anybody can manage an asset." Emmerich himself has since expressed regretting taking this job.
Yeah. So are we.
And I would watch the shit out of a movie called Executive Incompetence. Okay, I would watch that. Kurt Russell on the cover.
Since this film underperformed and was criticized for being unfaithful to its source material, Sony, which owns TriStar, made sure that when they were making Spider-Man, they hired a director who was actually a fan of the source material.
Huh.
Smart move. Funny how that works, huh?
And we still struggle
now-
with this to this day.
Yeah, and now they go the reverse now,
They
right?
quickly
So
forgot
they-
their lesson and moved
They don't
on.
give a shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
There's plenty of Marvel writers who laugh and say like, "Oh, I've never read a comic in my life."
Mhm.
There you go.
Sad.
In a television interview, Matthew Broderick said that the entire cast were given wetsuits to wear underneath their costumes while filming in Hawaii. He was upset because his wetsuit zipped up in the back, which made it difficult to put on every day. One day during a break in filming, he was talking with his co-star Hank Azaria, who had taken off his shirt, revealing the wetsuit zipped up in the front. Broderick remarked, "Oh, your wetsuit zips up in the front?" Puzzled, Azaria responded, "They all zip up in the front."
He's wearing them backwards.
That's the face. That's why you get the face, man.
Explains
the
why
fact
he
that he's
married Sarah
upset.
Jessica Parker.
It's like, I'm upset that you guys
Yeah,
are trying
I
to
was
keep
gonna
me
say
dry
that's a
with
man who married
wetsuits.
Sarah
Putting
Jessica
wetsuits
Parker.
on me, but it's not fair that I have to zip mine in the back and I want to keep dry.
Fucking
Fucking
God.
actors, man. Spoiled.
Jean Reno played the French insurance salesman, and in the movie, all four of his compatriots are named Jean-Luc, Jean-Claude, Jean-Pierre, and Jean-Philippe.
No stereotypes there, huh?
That's pretty good.
Jean-Claude Van
That's pretty
Damme.
good.
Wow.
Halfway through a screening, I'm going to butcher this name,
Oh, please.
Ken Pachiro Satsuma, who played Godzilla from 85 to 95, walked out saying, quote, "It's not Godzilla, it doesn't have the spirit." He just passed this in 2023, December 16th.
Wow.
The high side Godzillas are my favorite of all the Godzilla movies.
Mm-hmm.
Toho Studios gave the TriStar crew a 75-page dossier of what they can and cannot do with Godzilla's character. It included the following rules. Godzilla's origin has to be tied to a nuclear incident. He cannot eat people, only fish. He has to have 3 rows of dorsal plates, no more or less than 3 toes on his foot and 4 fingers on his hands. He has to have a long tail. He cannot be made fun of, and he cannot die in the movie. Many of these points were disregarded as creature designer Patrick Tatopoulos, I don't know, never received the full list of rules, despite the director having forwarded them to him. Thus, the designer only got a few specific instructions. Emmerich wanted Godzilla to be able to run incredibly fast and not resemble a dinosaur too closely. He also requested the monster be slightly erotic and sensual in the way it moves and brushes its tail against buildings. In the end,
French, dude.
In the end, the creature's design combined reptilian and human-like, as well as masculine and feminine elements. Many later incarnations of Godzilla, overseen by Toho themselves, would also gradually dismiss their old rules or create new ones for various movies.
Wow. Interesting.
Godzilla's creator Tomoyuki Tanaka died only a month before production began on this film. He was not just the producer of every prior Godzilla film, but also a producer of some previous masterpieces. As a result, that's why this film is dedicated to him.
Yeah. He went on to become like work with I think he was like cinematographer for Akira Kurosawa for a while or something.
He was. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dean Devlin aggressively defended the movie on internet message boards, at times telling the Godzilla fans to hell with you if they had a negative opinion over it. The official Godzilla message board was shut down soon after due to all the heated arguing. Devlin eventually accepted the blame for the film's perceived shortcomings in a 2011 interview, saying that when the budget was suddenly increased and the production aspects were expanded, he became so overwhelmed with his duties as a producer that he neglected to refine parts of the scripts he had always intended to update.
Nice.
In response to the backlash against the movie and Japanese audiences being offended over the American reimagining of their monster, Toho spokesman Masahiko Suzuki deemed their reaction hypocritical, reasoning that prior to the movie's release, Japanese people had lambasted the original Godzilla movies as well. However, this was a last-minute attempt by Toho to salvage the film's box office.
Makes sense.
Still did really poor. Yeah.
Yep.
Although plans for a sequel in which the Godzilla hatchling was to be relocated to Australia fell through, the Japanese Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah Giant Monsters All-Out Attack in 2001 does make reference to this movie in its opening scene. In this scene, military men discuss a monster that attacked New York some years before. One of them asked if it was Godzilla, only for his partner to respond that the Americans think so, but the Japanese officials believe that it was a different monster.
I hope you bring up the Final Wars trivia. That's the one that I love.
I have like the American Godzilla, now simply called Zilla, also appears terrorizing Sydney in Godzilla Final Wars, which can be seen as a reference to the never-made sequel.
Yeah, and he gets his ass handed to him immediately by Godzilla. He gets killed almost in like 5 seconds. It's awesome.
Nice.
Sony demanded
and he's computer animated.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
Right.
So he looks out of place for all the other monsters in the movie too. It's funny.
Sony demanded a staggering 80% of the profits from larger movie theaters and 90% from smaller ones, rather than its usual 60%. Due to the movie performing badly compared to their expectations, some cinema chains were quick to place the blame on the film for their losses.
Nice. That's nice.
It's a bunch of finger pointing.
Sony's studio executives only saw the movie 3 weeks before its release. They recognized it was not what they had hoped for and expected it to bomb. This led to them expanding their marketing to ensure a strong theatrical opening. In the end, the movie on its own was a financial success, but the large budget and extra money put into the promotions meant that it made significantly less than anticipated, and the tie-in merchandising campaign was a disaster, with the products barely selling. Although the movie made back more than twice its reported budget. The enterprise as a whole was a wasted effort, which is why no sequel was ever produced.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
in the
wild.
marketing, there were over 3,000 Godzilla products made to promote this movie, including 25 action figures.
Wow.
Yeah, the problem is none of them look like Godzilla. So
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem.
25.
like I said, if this movie was called Iguanosaurus, we would all be
Iguanosaurus.
Wait a minute.
movie
Is there
was,
a
you know?
is there a Matthew Broderick action figure?
Probably.
I'm buying it for you if I find it, Nadia. I'm gonna bring it to you when I see you next week. Yeah.
Is he making that same face?
Yeah.
Just like...
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to figure out the face.
Just look at my avatar.
You just look at the avatar. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, your eyes are a little bit too shocked. Softer eyes.
Softer. Yeah.
Not closed. Softer. Eyebrows down.
I think
down.
we're kind of just
Down.
No, not that down.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I haven't figured out the Broderick.
Next time.
Don't think of like a deer in headlights. Think of like a bunny in headlights.
Yeah, we said that, AJ. That there is some nostalgia for this, but you were a little hatchling when this movie came out. I was a fucking
Oh yeah, I got
adult.
nostalgia for this too because
I was a weed smoking middle schooler when this movie came out.
I was practically an adult when this movie. That's fuck, man. All right. Anyway,
I didn't know what weed was.
There was enough paint used on this film to paint the entire Golden Gate Bridge and enough lumber to build 50 homes.
Wow.
Wow.
Wasted.
What
it
a
on
waste.
This bullshit.
This modern remake was first conceived in 1990. James Cameron was originally offered the chance to direct. When he passed, Tim Burton was connected for a few years with Joe Johnston's name bandied about for some time as well. Paul Verhoeven was going to direct.
Verhoeven.
Thank you.
Verhoeven.
Director
but he
RoboCop,
passed on
baby.
the project.
Yeah, RoboCop.
Then Jan de Bont was attached and set to direct, but his budget for the film, an estimated $150 million, was higher than the studio was willing to pay. After he was let go, Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin came in. Jan de Bont was disappointed because, unlike Emmerich, he was a fan of the character. De Bont would later criticize Sony since Emmerich's film would go over budget and be more expensive than the film he proposed. If he had a chance to get his movie made, his dream cast would have had Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt in the main roles.
I like that. I like that.
Twister, but with guts.
Oh,
Godzilla.
Bill Paxton would have
Yeah.
been.
I mean, they were good in that movie together, so sure.
Yeah, the second one's coming.
Yeah,
up
but I'm
right?
saying we were talking about different
There is no
actors
second one.
earlier. Bill Paxton, I can't believe he didn't come up.
Yeah, I like Bill
He
Paxton.
did come up. I think he was still a very well-known actor. I knew him from day one.
No, but I'm saying we named out different.
We didn't
actors.
mention him. Yeah,
We didn't
Gotcha.
mention him.
but yeah, he's good. I like Bill Paxton.
Rest in
After
peace, R.I.P.
TriStar bought the rights to Godzilla in October 92, they solicited a number of writers to pitch story concepts for the film. Among these was Clive Barker. During his meeting with Sony executives in March 93, he presented his concept that was set in New York City during the last days of 1999, suggesting an apocalyptic premise based around the many predictions at the time that the world would end when the new millennium arrived. In his 1998 book, Japan's Favorite Monstar, the unauthorized biography of Big G, Stephen Reifel writes that studio executives found Barker's concepts too dark for the summer blockbuster they planned to make. The producers would eventually choose Ted Elliott and Terry Rossio to write the script, but was rejected in 1994. Elliott and Rossio were eventually given partial writing credits, despite the fact that their script was totally abandoned when Emmerich signed on.
I would totally be down for a Clive Baker. I would be curious to see what the storyboard would look like on that.
Me
I'm
too.
positive there'd be a scene where it interrupts like a blood orgy.
I'm down.
It's one of those movies where like you would just need to see a poster that's like black with like green text. It just says Clive Barker's Godzilla.
Yeah.
So,
there you go.
You'd be like, "What? Excuse me?"
It's like, sign me up today.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I be totally down for that.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, Sorry.
Men-
I was just
No, you're
agreeing.
good. You're good. Many people believe that the failure of this movie single-handedly ruined the giant monster genre for several years in Hollywood, but another reimagining of a classic creature feature came out that same year, Mighty Joe Young, and bombed much worse and made American audiences turn away from the genre completely. Many foreign markets, where the movie was actually a success, continued fruitlessly waiting for the never-produced sequel, confused as to why none ever came.
Stupid foreigners.
Mighty
Oh,
Joe
Joe
Young.
Young.
people were
Our Joe
confused
Paxton.
why this didn't get a sequel.
Well, you know.
All right.
All right, I do have a little bit of casting trivia.
Ooh.
Okay, so there was one, aside from Bill Paxton, there was one other consideration for Dr. Nick Tatopoulos.
Uh-oh. Who?
It's not Christopher Walken, I promise.
Nick-
God damn it! Yeah.
Michael J.
This
Fox.
movie would have been so much better.
Oh,
Michael, when did The Frighteners come out? That's my favorite Michael J. Fox.
Oh man, actually, he would have been great in this.
that would have
film,
been good.
think.
I think he would have.
If I had to pick
1996,
who's
3 years back. Yeah, depending on
But
when
who's
we
got-
start.
who's got more dreamboat
I
vibes?
love
'Cause according to
Christopher
this
Walken,
movie, everyone
though.
thinks he's cute.
I don't think Matthew Broderick's cute.
But
Yeah,
he's
I
cuter
don't
than Michael
either.
J. Fox, right?
No, Michael J. Fox is
No?
cuter.
No,
I think they're the same person, in all honesty. They look like the same guy to me.
You know what? That's pretty true. That's good. I like that.
All
I'm
right.
just imagining Christopher Walken in this film now.
Oh, he's in every movie to me. He's
I'm
awesome.
the worm guy.
I eat worms. You
Yeah,
know, you
yeah,
screwed
yeah.
my life up 10 years ago.
That's a lot of fish.
That's the yeah. You,
Oh
we
my
need the
God,
war, your
Godzilla's
mouth.
pregnant.
oh,
What
I
the
did a
fuck?
test.
All right, now
Oh,
this
wait.
stream is going too long.
Wait, no. Who just did that last one? Because that sounded like Woody Allen. That didn't sound.
Siddiq does a good Christopher Walken.
Do I? I don't know.
That's what I heard. Anyway, yeah, I picture him and everything because I absolutely love him. So
No, I only know it from the Simpsons joke. The good night moon,
good night,
good
moon.
night room.
All right, Fax, continue, please.
You're good. All right. Sarah Jessica Parker turned down the role of Audrey Timmons.
What did we say? Fuck.
Oh,
Well, they were. Well, yeah, they were together at that point, right?
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
enough.
just-
Hey,
Well,
Wasn't
when you look
Aaron,
at when you look at the chick that they did cast, she looks like a better looking Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, that's true. I'll
that's
give you
the
that.
key point.
Yeah.
Right. 5 other actresses though were considered for Audrey Timmons.
Ooh.
All right. Parker Posey.
Okay,
Love her.
I can see that.
Better than what we got. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
legit
who's the
love
girl
Parker
from
Posey.
Almost Famous?
Tell me.
Kate
Kate
Hudson.
Hudson.
No, wait. Go ahead, Vex. Where's the other?
Yeah,
four?
go ahead, Vex. Continue, please.
Renee Zellweger.
Okay. I can see it.
Whitey.
With that fucking pursed face she always has. Like, oh
No,
my
like
God,
sucking
come on.
out lemon the whole time. Oh, it's
Oh
my
gosh,
I screwed
your life up.
Was she popular at the
Yeah.
time? Was her TV show
She
out?
was super
Sorry.
popular at the time. I
She
think.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
popular.
So that's probably why.
That's why. Yeah, it makes sense. Continue, please.
Jennifer Connelly.
Ooh,
See, that
would
would make more
like
sense.
that, yes.
Yeah,
It
Because the
would improve the
simpery
movie.
and the fact that she can just like manipulate him so easily, that would make more
It would
sense
make
if she
more
was, like, a
sense.
10,
she's
Yeah,
a good
no,
actress,
like
actually.
Salma
so-
Hayek or Jennifer Connelly or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
agree.
Jennifer Aniston.
Okay,
No.
I could.
I saw
did.
that coming, but no.
Nah, I don't think so.
Friends
Was
with
never a
Friends
fan of
out at
hers.
this
I'm
Not
time?
for me. Not for
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Friends was at its peak right at this time.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's
that's
something that I
probably
have the
why,
problem with the movie
again.
is the Friends style comedy that's peppered throughout this whole movie.
Yeah.
So I could
Like
see
James
this
So
Gunn
no
going
one
on.
all over
told
again.
you, Liz.
Yeah, yes.
Get
Yes,
this
Nadia.
big.
Yes, please.
I mean, given how Audrey's written, like actually, this is the exact type of character Jennifer Aniston plays, anyways. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. That is a good
Yeah.
point.
Now she just is
They were on a
Adam
break.
Sandler's wife all the time.
Getting every
Some
fucking
comedy.
Netflix movie he's making.
Yeah.
And the last one is Winona Ryder.
Oh,
Too
see, her
old.
and Matthew Broderick
Right.
would be a cute couple.
How old
Nah,
was
I
she in '98?
She would have been in her late 30s, I think.
She ages so great. Who cares how old?
Yeah,
she is?
she
That's
still
true.
looked
She
does
really
look
good
good.
up until a few years ago. So
Interesting.
I hate all of this.
Winona, call me.
I think she's married now.
Is she?
I'll be your side piece. I don't care.
I think
Jesus
she
Christ.
is.
I
You'll see
she
her in Beetlejuice. That's
fail
all right.
on
Just wait.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
All right.
yes.
That's
that
all
it?
I have for trivia. Yep.
Oh, good stuff, Vex. That was a lot of interesting stuff there. I didn't know.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
a lot of like weird production stuff. Like I
Yeah.
didn't know this was
Yeah. It's a fucking
such
mess.
a mess.
Yeah, well, you can kind of tell when you watch the movie. You're like,
Fair.
but yes.
So it's
yes.
funny when, like, you know, they know it's a famous property and they expect a big hit, and how they get their stupid greedy fingers and everything, their tentacles, and they ruin it. Whereas when they don't believe in the project, they think it's just some bullshit movie. They let the guys do whatever they want, and then they make RoboCop. You know, they make some epic movie that's like amazing. So these guys never learn, basically.
No, they're stupid. I guess we can go around and give ratings and final thoughts. Mr. Movie Cynic, your wonderful thoughts about this movie and a rating for it, sir.
Thoughts on it? I mean, it's absolutely horrendous movie. I'm gonna give it the same rating as the Godzilla X Kong, which is a solid 3 out of 10. That's all this really. Yeah. I thought about it. 3 out of 10. Yeah, that sounds about right for me.
That's fair.
There's no Diddy Kong, being used as a baseball bat though.
Yeah, it doesn't even have that actually. 2 out of
Brings it
10.
down quite a bit.
1 out of 5 was just.
There you go. That's fair. Nadia, how about you?
I don't know what to rate this, man. I have nostalgia for it because I saw it as a kid, but I couldn't even pay attention to the screen half the time when I was rewatching it yesterday. Maybe a 2 out of 10. The Puff Daddy music video is better.
Oh, it's fucking it's a banger, man. That song.
I would watch that any day of the week over this movie again.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that. Fair enough. Sammy.
Wait, you'd watch that even knowing that he butt fucked Justin Bieber?
Okay, maybe not now. All right, I completely forgot that Diddy did it.
Last week I would have watched this.
Last week, yes.
Not now, but last week.
Come on me,
Sammy. What about you, buddy?
39 out of 100.
Oh,
that's
why such a precise number?
I just feel like it's such a strange film, and there's effects that I enjoy, and there's things that I hate, and Matthew Broderick's in it, and I hate Matthew Broderick, so that's
fair.
I feel like giving it a like 3 out of 10 doesn't cover all the ground that this movie has misstepped. And I feel like as a kid, I remember the Taco Bell dog stealing the show more than the thing. But also, if you guys can check out the cartoon, I remember liking that. But it has its problems. I feel like there is a solid edit of this film that doesn't exist. And it's you don't see movies like this anymore, and I'm kind of upset that we don't, where someone just takes a shot and throws it all out there and it becomes this giant mess. And God damn it, is it a mess? But I mean, I feel like before I die, I'll probably see it again. You know,
while you're dying, you'll be gonna take your soul.
Yeah, that'll be my last request.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Godzilla 98.
Like, sir, that doesn't exist anymore. Like, thank God I have it on hard copy. No, I think it's a shit film, but I think it's the last of the real shit films where it's not in this little it wasn't from a small studio just trying to do something with like the what are they doing with like the Winnie the Pooh movies, or it's not a grindhouse film. It's not it is the last of the true B movies where like this was in theaters, this had a theatrical run, and it's just bad, and that's okay. because I would much rather have people take chances and make a bad movie than everybody be safe and put out the generic bullcrap that we get
now,
like all the time.
Also bad movies,
but
also bad movies.
Yeah, no. Also, it was terrible, and I wish that my microphone was a gun. But no, I remember seeing it in theaters with my parents. It sucked.
Yep, it sure did.
Dude, I wish my microphone was a gun would be some killer rock song lyrics.
I wish my punk.
I'll get back to you.
Trent Reznor would sing.
All right, Enzo, go for it.
I'll write you.
Yeah, so I mean, this is the best Iguanosaurus movie ever. It's probably one of the worst Godzilla movies ever. It's up along there with All Monsters Attack and Son of Godzilla. It's bad. So I'm gonna kind of steal Vex's thunder a little bit and rate this movie 2 drunk driving victims of Matthew Broderick out of 10. So
yeah, that's fucking hilarious. Drunk sassy electronica.
No, put out the better one, Whitey. Where's the one with Cavill?
Yeah, she wants Cavill. Give it, give the ladies a thrill, Whitey.
Right.
After putting them through.
I'm gonna wait till he changes it.
God damn it, Whitebeard, hurry up!
Sorry, wrong Indian. Okay, there we go.
There we go. Now you can concentrate better.
No, there's one angle that we forgot to discuss, or I missed discussing earlier, which is that Audrey Timmons is like basically the Sex in the City version of women, because she picks her career over her man. Then she has all of these regrets almost 10 years later when she's kind of reaching the end of her fertile years, and then she kind of throws the dude through the ringer just to make her career, hopefully do better, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I had a lot of nostalgia for this, but man, watching this was a bit of a chore. This is a really bad movie. So I give this 1.5 where's the croissants out of 10.
See, I was tiptoeing because I misread and I thought this may be an April Fool's thing, but they said that you really like this movie, Vex. I didn't want to.
It was the lake house.
Over it.
We were trying to trick people into making. She does like the lake house. Actually, I think.
I do like the lake house for real.
If I could add one more thing, I would call this. If I could define a slog, this movie is a slog. Like
it's a little tough to get through.
Drags out way too much.
White Bear Jay-Z. Do you want to tell us?
It's where things are made.
New York.
Why is it Jay-Z?
Because he's also a kid fucker like P. Diddy.
That is true.
Oh,
he's worse than Puff Daddy, actually. Believe it or not.
Yeah, worse.
Yeah.
How do you think you wrangled
representing
Beyonce?
New York right now?
Yeah.
New York was the best character of the movie. That set that they made, all the miniatures. It was great. I'd have to give the set at least a 82 out of 100, and the movie would be 2 times lower than Old Boy. So,
oh boy,
yeah.
Oh.
Old Boy,
wow, Old Boy.
It was a horrible movie, so I have to give it like a 1.2 out of 10. I did not like it. The memorabilia, the nostalgia didn't do it for me. Not even the Taco Bell dog, saying, here these are, that didn't do it for me. So it's gonna be a 1.2.
White Bear, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot you were on the panel tonight.
Wow! Say it to the white guy. Okay, the white guy at the bottom. That's cool.
Because my skin color, I get it.
He's transparent.
You know I love you.
I love it, White Bear. Yeah, I gotta have to basically. There's really not much to say. I thought I would rewatch this and like it a lot more than I did. I was fucking around with Sammy on Twitter too. Like, at least it was fun. It's a pain to get through. Maybe a few moments here and there, but I'm gonna give this 3. This is not French roast out of 10. This movie is pretty bad. Pretty bad.
No, this is not French roast is the best.
Yeah, I mean it's the best
critique
line in the whole
here,
fucking movie, but pretty shit. So yeah, I'm glad that's over with. I mean, listen, it was fun to go through 2 hours of nothing happening and then get to the scene at the end where he dies because he can't jump over a bridge. But hey, that's Godzilla for you. We did get some super chats real quick. I think Dev Joe was trying to say something here, and so he, nice man that he was, gave me another $4.99 saying the last shot was hilarious because of the crowd groaning. Oh, when he got killed. Yeah, I had a few of that in the movie theater too. And then of course, Wolf Spain. I missed the Taco Bell Chihuahua and the Target dog. Yes.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that. So thank you for that. Okay, now we can end the stream, and Nadia is very happy about that because the movie's
Should we
over.
pivot and talk about the lake house for an hour? I mean, that'd be fun.
I'm out.
Vex has been trying to get me to talk about the lake house, do a movie, and I promised her like one day maybe.
No, you know what? I'm saving it because Copa isn't here anyways. I can tell my.
You want to
evil
torture
plan.
him? Okay.
Yeah, when he brings back what's your favorite? The Yo show,
movie show,
right?
Yeah,
and he invites me back. I'm giving him the lake house.
Cool.
Yeah, but you're giving us a lot of pain.
Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
Jesus Christ.
I
guess we
can
can
movie.
No, we can go around the horn. Yeah, we know. Well, I like bad movies, not this kind of bad movie, but yes, there are some bad movies that we can enjoy. Yeah, let's go around the horn so we can get everybody out of here. Talk about what they got coming up. I know Movie Cynic, you just had a review of the newest Godzilla movie, which was excellent, by the way. Yeah, so go check that out, of course. But anything else new you want to mention about what you got coming up?
I have. Well, I don't know. It's like a mystery video. It's dropping in a week or so,
Ooh,
and
nice.
the Godzilla X Kong review is sitting at, I think now, a whopping like 56% like to dislike because everyone who loves Godzilla apparently has autism and can't take criticism.
Fucking retards. That's all.
You're spreading misinformation. It happens.
Yeah. It's what it is.
I
Yeah,
just
that's what
don't
it
feel
is.
seen when you make your reviews.
Yeah, wow. Thank you for joining the panel, sir. So
Oh yes, thanks for having me.
Of course, dude. Natia,
What?
what do you got? What do you have coming up?
What?
What?
Damn.
She's like, I'm so mad at you. What? What the fuck did I do?
I am editing and working on my Bone Tomahawk video, which should be out this week.
Yes,
My first
so
watch
good.
through it. And spoiler alert, I loved it. And I don't know why you
so
all
Oh, thank God.
complain about it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so
The
good.
best Wishbone
Oh,
movie
thank
ever.
God.
And
Oh
then
yeah, that wishbone scene's amazing. Oh, I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
I don't know what people are complaining. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna barf." I'm like, you know, if I turned to the screen and said, "Wow, that's a really interesting way to do that prosthetic rip open."
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what bro.
That-
I was really
That's
impressed.
my
with the
favorite.
effects.
That's my
It was
favorite.
good.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite movie to show where when people complain about the patriarchy, and I go, "Did you see Bone Tomahawk?
I was,
You
and the
know how
fact
much
that
worse it could get."
Sid Haig was in the opening, and I worked with him right before he passed away, so that
Nice.
was really cool.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh,
Wednesday, I'm going to be on Zach's What's Good Wednesday, and then
Nice.
Friday, I'm on your wife's channel for
Oh,
the female
God.
Julie
Yeah, I gotta-
perspective.
Let me get the fucking bedroom ready and the vomit bag and the fucking
3 months in a
Oh,
row. Gotta keep it up.
God.
Yeah. Well, this time
God.
I'm drinking. I brought White Claw, so we'll.
Oh, great.
I'll
That's gonna be
join
a
her.
fun stream.
oh, are we doing that?
Cannoli, should I give you Chris's number and vice versa, so that way you
Yeah,
guys
of course.
can, text
Yeah.
and keep
Do
track
it.
of your wives?
Yes, please do. We're
You're
gonna have
welcome
to.
to drink as well, Sammy, because you're the guest this month.
Yes.
But I don't drink alcohol, so I'm just the sober Sally on the stream.
Sober?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Really?
I don't know
I
about
don't
sober.
smoke pot that much anymore. Thank you very much.
Oh, look
Oh,
at
yeah.
you.
excuse me. So
Wow.
fancy.
She's- I'm beneath
You
her
don't-
now.
If you
Oh,
don't
you-
smoke pot anymore, you would say you don't do pot. So that leads me to believe that you still smoke pot.
Yeah,
She
Bex, why do you
vaped,
want to be
bro.
with the real people?
Yeah,
Don't
what
be
the
with
fuck,
the
man?
real-
The real people. Anyway,
All right, that's all I got. That's all I got.
thank you, Nadia. Always lovely to have you on, of course, as always.
I
You're
know
awesome.
you need the token racist on. I get it.
I have one already, but 2 is even better. Yes. So Fex is my token racist. You
Yeah,
are
there were no.
Somehow I knew you were talking about the other brown chick. On
of
the panel.
course. She said the N-word on my show. I mean, come on. Sammy, what about you, buddy? How many streams do you on this week?
Yeah, I'm new to the whole stream thing, so I bought myself a calendar after this week
Much
because
needed, yes.
I am reviewing Scavenger's Run, which I think is amazing. Nadia, I think it's awesome.
Listen, opinions
it's
are like
one of,
assholes, and everyone
Everybody's
has
got
one.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes people have better assholes than other.
Wow,
assholes.
I'm not even gonna
Sometimes when
I'm
people
not
have
even gonna
shitty
try to understand
assholes-
what that means.
I would
Sometimes when
100%
people have a shitty asshole, they get it bleached. They go to a gay guy and ask them.
I don't
to
know what
bleach
you're
their
projecting
asshole.
right now, Sammy.
Yeah,
but-
what is happening?
Let's just move on.
Yeah, let's just keep going.
No, actually,
Go ahead. Sorry, but
no, actually, Nadia's opinion is spot on certain things on that show, but it's amazing, and I don't care, and I love it. But I will be there tomorrow.
Nice.
I will also. I've been a common stay on Roman show every Thursday. We're going to be talking about metal bands over the years, and that will be wonderful. And then I will be on something called the Female Perspective, and I have
Jesus
no
Christ.
idea what that entails.
a lot of alcohol and
that will-
misbehaving.
A lot of dick.
Oh, so I should drink.
Oh well, no, you won't be the only one. So yes, that's Sassy says no, but she said no the last two times, and I had to lift her upstairs. So
She's saying that you told her she wasn't allowed to.
I didn't say not allowed to. I said not wasted drunk, but to drink, yes, that's fine. But she's not going to listen.
No,
to me. It's okay.
Down with the
I am
canola
looking
kickstart.
forward to. I have no idea what it entails, but all I know is I've made friends in this community, and
Yeah,
I'm happy to talk to my friends about my male perspective on
We're
this
all
show.
dressing like
And,
cowboys.
oh, for sure, I will giddy up. Then
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't own any cowboy shit. I live in Detroit. But I will. I'll do my best.
It's fake,
I'll
Sammy.
figure
It's
it out.
fake, Sammy. I'm just
yeah, it's a
No, I'm fucking doing it now.
do it.
Showing up. I'm gonna look. I'm showing up in I'm just Ken. I'm Canuck t-shirt and no, but that's what I have going, and I've been people have been asking me to join in on some pretty wonderful things. I think the week after I'm gonna be on Jacob Ironside's show, and we're gonna
Nice.
review Amadeus, and that's one of
good
my
movie.
favorite movies ever. And honestly, that's one of it's kind of why I wanted to be here.
Mhm.
And oh, Sassy, you don't need to promise to behave. Please just go all out. I'm not I'm not worried about that. But yes, no, I have some wonderful things in the future, and like I said, I'm getting there on the direction of the show. Like I said, I already decided what the review is. Stupenzo, you're gonna love this. I'm gonna be reviewing Adam West's Batman. I know Gooch is already in. So I can't do it episode by episode because most of them are two-parters, same bat time, same bat channel. But I'm just gonna start giving you guys, hey, watch these 2 episodes of Adam West Batman, and we're gonna go for it,
Right.
and it'll be
Wham!
fun. And the main reason is that show is a lot of fun. So
Cool.
that's gonna be the mainstay on my show. But
Sweet.
I haven't done that yet, and I hated this movie, and I'm glad you invited me.
Sure. Not a problem, buddy.
Looking
Appreciate
forward
it.
to the Karate Kid. I'm looking way more forward to the Karate Kid.
Yeah, that's actually a good movie. Enzo, as you light up your fucking
my crack pipe, it's okay. What I got tomorrow? I'm gonna be on a few streams. Gonna be on Lance's channel, Nielsen ratings,
nice
early, and then I'm going to be on Blue Collar Losers channel after that to watch MacGruber, and then I will be on Diabolical Souls with a few of you gentlemen and ladies.
Nice
to talk about Scavenger's Reign. Then the day after that, Wednesday, because we know I like shitty movies, we're going to be releasing a full unedited commentary track for Three Ninjas, the famous 90s kids movie. It's very stupid. And then, I'm going to go out to Eclipse Utopia, watch the Eclipse out on LSD out at Utopia, Texas next weekend. So I will not be available Monday, maybe Tuesday, maybe not even Wednesday. So I might have my famous Renfield video come out on Monday.
Nice.
You might never hear from me again. One of the two. It's it's
all right.
so don't worry.
We'll
play it by ear, folks. If I have a video out on Monday, it'll be that one, and if not, it'll come out when it comes out.
Sweet.
So
looking forward to it.
All right.
This is Vex Electronica.
Sup, yo wop.
Wait, I was waiting for it the whole stream. I was waiting for it. You fucking racist.
I looked up like a bunch of derogatory terms for Italians. I've got some fun ones here.
I like Dago.
Oh, go ahead. Dago's a good one.
Spaghetti.
On me.
Spaghetti. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, that's a good
Rizzo.
one. Yes, that's a good one.
All right, pizza nigger.
Is this
what? She said it again.
That's my new favorite one.
So you just take a pasta word and just add.
Yeah. You lasagna booger. Go ahead. Sorry, I got nothing. Go ahead.
Yeah. I got Ginzo.
Yeah, that's the most famous one. Yeah.
All right, grape stomper.
Yep, because they're making wine.
All right, and burnt pizza.
I like the other one.
You know what the funny thing is? She probably is like, I can't wait to say these on Cannoli stream because he's a fucking Ginzo. He's a wop. I appreciate you, Vex. I thank you for that.
No, you're good. You're good, you guinea. I've got just check my YouTube page, check my Twitter. I'm on something basically every day this week. So
nice.
Yeah.
Good times. White Bear. Thank you for that, by the way. Yeah. What about you, buddy? You have any new videos coming out?
Shit, I got me again. I didn't know you were still
here. Speak.
Just tear into my boobs. No, we got a video put out today and got one already scheduled up for tomorrow. So check it out on White Bear 2 on YouTube.
Aww. Awesome. Thanks, White Bear, for your lovely videos. And then we did get one last super chat again from DevJoeNet. If you're ever down for a spot, one of these fire at Gmail. I had a blast watching along. Love you to hang out, be a lower producer. Anyway, y'all are great. Thanks for the April Fools. Yeah, we had a
thanks, Dev.
Thank you, Dev. Appreciate all the super chats from you and everybody else. The chat has been fucking amazing. Anybody who was new that came in, thank you very much for the support. And thank you always to my lovely, lovely panel. You guys are awesome. And then, of course, my co-hosts. They are gay, and I love them for it. I think we're good. So don't be a homo. Okay. Anyway. Appreciate you all. You guys are awesome, amazing. We'll be back next week. We have a funny panel to talk about the movie Fletch with Chevy Chase. We wanted to throw
hell yeah,
comedy in there. I fucking love Fletch. We do have a pretty good panel on that one, given it's a just a straight up comedy. If you haven't seen Fletch before, it's so 80s, but it's so good. We have Adam Gray, Price of Reason, and Jay Goodwin on for that one. So look forward to that. And then I will be seeing Nadia next week. Yay!
Oh fuck, I forgot about that. You come with your wife. I thought.
Yeah, thank you, Nadia. Thank you. I do. Fuck. Now just gonna forget me. Oh yeah, go to the hotel. We don't give a shit about you. But anyway, looking forward to that. And then of course, you guys are great. We'll be back next week, same time. Love you all, and goodbye. Have a good night.
Goodbye.
Come with me.